I'm finna lock and load. I'm fucking ill with this, and y'all are just a common cold. Ready for my shot. I'm finna lock and load.
Alrighty, hello, and welcome to today's stream. We are totally not a half hour late. Your boy did not oversleep, and yeah, let's get into it. So, we've got to do a lot of champion training that I did not do last night for the Afterparty Path. That's going to be the bulk of the session today, but the latter half is going to be a big push to finish out this Marius mission here, live arena mission. So we got to win 30 battles. We got 6 wins to go. Made a lot of progress during our bonus stream on Wednesday night, if you want to check that out. But yeah, the plan is to get these 6 wins and then use up all the refills and see what we can do. But at least for today, I can get 3 missions done, and then we're set up for grinding the Iron Twins for the next 2 weeks or so. So let's dive right in. All right. Champion training, most exciting content in the game. I think we're in the midst of, yeah, nothing needs to be covered. Okay. I did elect to make a new 6-star champion just because, Akoth the Seared. I don't really need him anywhere at the moment, but as I've mentioned many times over the past few weeks, I don't really have any champions to 6-star at this moment. Oh god, this is a really fast Carnage. Okay. Yeah, I don't really have any champions to 6-star at the moment, so if I can think of any reason to do it, then it's somewhat valid. And I'm anticipating, excuse me, that there's going to be like a Spider Epics only tournament in the near term. And typically, when there's been like Spider Challenge tournaments, I've run Tyrant Ixelmore because he usually fits in. It's like usually corrupted or something like that. But when it's epics only, I think my only HP burn option is like Mordecai. And it's on a 4-turn cooldown versus a 3-turn cooldown. And I just like, well, if I could use a 3-turn cooldown, why not? So we are maxing Akoth next. But yeah. Let's see. That's pretty much it for this page. But yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on the Afterparty Path? It's been live for a day or so now. And I know I covered it. Lots of people, lots of other CCs covered it on their respective YouTube channels. I think kind of a mixed review, mixed bag as far as people's takes. But what do you guys, how do you guys feel about the relatively high requirements for the Afterparty Path to get the 5-star soul? What's up, Noam Chomsky? Loads of points, but grabbing some blessing on him is pretty solid. I think so. So the way I mean, obviously I have my own plan, but the way I went into it looking was that I kind of looked at historical precedent, and I was like, if this were a Titan event, right, and we had to pull shards for, you know, a 5-star soul. Typically, there's been like, you know, there's a champion chase and like 1 or 2 summon rushes, like the normal weekend summon rush, and then like a bonus one they throw in there. And I was like, okay, assuming the worst case, we had 2 summon rushes, which means, you know, you got to pull like 7 sacreds here, 7 sacreds there. That would be, in my mind, I was like, all right, if it's worse than 14 sacreds, then it's worse than a Titan event, and I need to come up with a different strategy that does not cost me more than that. So when I ran the numbers and I was like, 23 sacreds, I was like, yeah, nah. I'm not doing that. So I was like, okay, let's see what else we can come up with to get this to not be 20-something sacreds. And I guess the other part of it that I didn't talk about as much was that just the champions being offered were just not like, they have 4 days of different champions, and yet they're just like average. Some of them are good, don't get me wrong, but there's not like some super heavy hitter meta champions in the mix. And I'm just like, how do you drop that ball there? It's like if there was someone on like the top of my list, then I'd be like, sure, I'll throw 20 sacreds at it and see what happens, or I hope to be lucky. But for someone who's like, I'm going for Kymar, but Kymar is like number 7 on my list of non-void legendaries. It's like, well, I'll settle for a Kymar. That's not that he's not good. It's just that he's not like the most impactful champion I could have right now. He could be useful, but he's not like top of the top. Yeah, I went to bed last night, and I woke up today at like 5 a.m. because my body's used to getting up early at this point. And then like I played a bit of Raid, watched some stuff, and then at like 7 o'clock I was like, I don't think I slept for long enough. Let me take a little nap and, you know, get the last like 1 to 2 hours in. And then I wake up and it's like 9:55, and I was like, oh crap. Whoops. You have to stream in 5 minutes. So I don't know. I'm pretty proud of myself for getting set up in a half hour, basically, eating breakfast and all that stuff. But yeah, apologies for being late here, folks. I guess it kind of helps. It shortens the amount of champion training I'll have to, or the time I'll have to spend champion training, and we can maximize more of the stream during a live arena. But yeah. Not pulling charge unless you need it. You're gonna get the 3-star blessing. Fair. Yeah, I just, I don't know. Like, I understand that, you know, all champions are, well, most champions are good in some areas. So again, it's not that I'm saying that they're like terrible, awful champions. No one could ever use them. There's tons of good ones in there. But I think it's just my endgame bias here coming in, where it's like a lot of these are fusions that I have from years ago that obviously, you know, more recent players won't have them, so fair enough. But I had most of the champions being offered, and there's just like it's not much of an appeal here. But my plan to pull 10 Sacreds on tomorrow, Sunday, that will put me in Mercy. Excuse me. So the odds are that we might get a legendary, but even if we don't, then I'll be like 5 Sacreds deep in Mercy. So if there's a Sacred Pogo in the near term, we're gonna absolutely crush it in like 2 shards. Who do I want most tomorrow? Kymar. Prince Kymar. My problem with Kymar is that, like, I don't really have teams that need to be reset, so to speak, as much. So, like, if I come to my dragon team, for example. Oh, that's the Epic's only one. And get rid of this as well. Where's my dragon team? Here. So it's like I have this like pseudo poison explosion team, right? With Theodore and Stock the Broken. And Calvalax and Shadow. So it's like I could put him in this team, right? And they would just be a little bit more efficient at repeating, you know, wave 1, wave 2. But this run takes like a minute, so it would lower it by like 5 seconds or something. It's like, ooh, yeah, it's like building a whole champion to save 5 seconds per run. Like, it's substantial over time, fair enough. But it's not like, I need Kymar, I need him now, you know, to do something. It's like, okay, he'll help. And then he might be able to make like a Sand Devil team with Siphi possible. Like, I already have a Sand Devil team, but having a full reset might enable me to abuse the Siphi irresistible sleep or whatever. That's another use case for him, but any reset champion could do that. Or I could just get Crixie instead. I don't know what you're talking about. I have completely normal and average luck. Lamasi wouldn't quite do it, because I need the full team reset. At least for what I plan to do. Okay, I need 1,000 points. I'm not yet there. I actually haven't summoned Lamasi yet. I might do it during the next fusion though. I'm running into a problem now where like I really want to build a lot of different people in excuse me, in Supersonic, and I don't have enough gear to do that. So she's one of the champions I'd like to build in a Supersonic set. Let's build the cut in speed boost Lamasu type strat. But I have Supersonic on Armons, I have Supersonic, or 4P Supersonic on Fabian. That's just like, okay, who's the priority here? One, two, three. They're all priorities. True. Yeah. You're right. I should just pull gear out of my ass and become a whale. And have 5 sets of Supersonic. That are all 400 speed plus. Easy peasy, easy peasy. Should have just thought of that myself. That was not sarcasm at all whatsoever. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm being completely genuine here. Oh man, I was hoping that I was hoping that we had a Titan event. I'm not gonna lie, just so that it was kind of like stretched out over a longer span of time. Because on one hand, it's like I need to champion train because I have a backlog of a bunch of rares that I've been pulling a lot more than usual lately, which might seem hilarious to my viewers, but relative to my normal, I've been pulling a bit more than usual. So I have a lot of rares. I need to burn through them. But on the flip side, as I mentioned, I don't really have any champions to 6-star, so it's a little boring, so to speak, to just crank out a bunch of 5-star chickens for no purpose. But it's like, I need to do it. But, I don't know. Double-edged sword. However, I will say, it is amazing for the silver stack. That is for damn sure. I think I'm on track to be at like, or I think I'm already past like my peak silver stack at the moment. Like being near 150 is absolutely crazy. Never been this high. And that should unlock the key. Yep. My goal for today, like with all the energy I have saved up, I'm trying to get to this energy node and then I can burn that. And then I'll start working my way down this side to get the gems, which I'll also convert into energy, but that's not going to be today, probably. That'll be tomorrow, I think. I don't know, 750 energy is a lot, to be fair. So we got to make sure we don't run out of... No, we're good. Live Arena opens in like 90 minutes. Cool, cool, cool. Find yourself getting a lot of standard fusions that you rank up for champion chase. Ah, yeah. Near max, see, max capacity. I think I'd probably be closer to max capacity if I did like all of the rare faction guardians, but I've only done it in factions that I actually care about. So that saved me a lot of space. That's just like a personal preference in terms of like, I don't know. I don't feel the need. It's like, oh, let me fill up my Sylvan Watcher rare. It's like I use like 2. You know, they don't need a bunch of HP and attack and all this stuff. But at the same time, they added the 200 slots to the reserve vault, so I could do it. and it wouldn't hurt anything. So. But for me, all rares are fair game for food. And then every duplicate epic that's not used for empowerment or is a faction guardian and is not a unique copy, or I already said that because they're duplicates, is fair game for food. Like, that's why, like, Woad Painted here is going to be food. So epics can be food, rares are always food, and then obviously uncommons and commons feed the higher tiers. I think I'm on track now to not really have to pull a massive amount of shards in the next like couple of months or so. Because I reset my Mercy for Ancients, so I don't have to worry about an Ancient Pogo. Like, even if there is one, I'm not going to pull 200 to hit Mercy. Sacreds are just, you know, small, even if there is a Pogo. Like, obviously I have to pull 10 tomorrow, but after that, it's either I get a Legendary and my Mercy's reset to where it is now, roughly, and then we skip the next Pogo, or the next fusion comes along in the next couple of weeks. You buried the credit card. Respect, respect. Fuse all the Justicars and Broadmods. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. I've done many a shardless fusion, so to speak. Or maybe not shardless fusion. That's not possible with Summon Rush. But shardless champion chase during a fusion. Also, remnant summons are good too. I know it's controversial for me to say, but you know, bare minimum 250 points a pop does add up if you're doing the Curse City, obviously. I think I have, yeah, I have 2 Relic Keepers ready to go, and I think I have 1 Broadmaw at the moment. I'm out of Bloodhorns. Sundown. Sundown is ready to put down the Wukong here. Good night. Awesome. Oh, I need to put out a poll because I want to know how people are building their Fabians. I'll do that later tonight, I think. Because the thing is, I know that most players don't put much thought into it, and so I know that the majority of people are gonna build their Fabians in Stone Skin because everyone's in Stone Skin, even though he doesn't really necessarily need it. But nonetheless, I'm curious if that's actually what people are going to do, or if that's just me being cynical. Speed accuracy. I mean, yeah, those are the stats, but like, are they building him in Stone Skin with speed accuracy? Or are they building him in Pinpoint? Are they building him in Barrel, Supersonic, Pure Speed, Perception? Specifics. For example, mine is in Supersonic and Pinpoint. Four-piece Supersonic to cut in. Yep. Makes sense. 9-piece Feral. That seems overkill. I feel like once you get 6-piece, you're kind of good. You're all about the overkill? Okay, fair enough. Yeah, my issue with like the supersonic strategy is that it's like it's a double-edged sword, right? Because on one hand, excuse me, on one hand you're like, oh, my speed gear isn't the fastest, so let me build them in supersonic so they can cut in against faster people, which is fair enough. But then it's like, well, if my speed gear isn't super fast, why would my supersonic gear be also super fast? So you end up like, if you go all out speed, you're going to be faster than what you could pull off in supersonic. At least I'm projecting here, that's my situation. So it's like my supersonic is slower, so it's even it's harder for me to cut in still because they're slow. It's a weird like dichotomy there. Especially when it's like, I'm not gonna say supersonic is overrated in terms of cutting in, but it's really potent against like a Siphi, someone who does like a tiny turn meter fill with a lot of buffs, which there aren't that many champions aside from Siphi. Most of the time it's like an Arbiter or an Arbase or Lazarius or whoever, and it's like they put up one buff, which is like a tiny bit of turn meter for you, and then their entire team gets like 20-30% turn meter, and it's like, you're not cutting in after that. You know. Like, you got 20, cool, and everyone got 30, so it's like they're literally still ahead of you. Like, it works, but it's not good until like an Arbiter. An Arbiter is definitely a lot more commonly picked. I've started to pick Arbiter first nowadays, believe it or not, because I let them have Armands because I know I can ban it, and then that allows me the flexibility that I can counter the Armands with the Fabian and put them in a box. But yeah, we'll see a little bit of my live arena strategy as things go on. Is this one more run or is this two more runs? What's in the box? Funny enough, I don't think I've actually ever seen 7. I feel like I've seen like bits and pieces and clips and stuff, but I've actually never seen the full film. Wow, that was a brain fart. Kevin Spacey had a hell of a run in the 90s. I mean, Kevin Spacey had a hell of a run until he did the thing. 21, House of Cards, like he was top of the world for a bit. And then he threw it all away. All right, Akoth, Mr. Seared. Congratulations. You are the next 6-star champion. And you will sit in the vault until you are needed. Poor guy. I don't even think I've seen most of those movies, to be honest with you. Usual Suspects, I've heard of them, obviously, but since I was born in the 90s, it's hard for me to know a bunch of the 90s films, especially the more adult ones, because my parents would not let me watch those for obvious reasons. I still remember when I felt cool that I was old enough to watch The Matrix with my brother. That was like years after it came out, obviously not. I think I was 5 in 99. Oh wait, do I have a barrel? No, I don't. Oh, okay. Where'd that put us? 3,000. Okay, so we're not quite there yet. We need 2 more thousand to get the node here. Born in 84. Oh, you got 10 years on me, man. Ah, you were a movie hopper. Respect. I've never had the balls to do that. I'm sure I could have gotten away with it, but I don't know. In the modern era, I've just never felt compelled. It's like, I paid for a ticket. Let me just go watch my one movie and go home. You 6-starred Raka, but you're not sure where to use her. Are you done with Faction Wars? Because I think she's probably going to be one of the better orcs for hard mode. Pure speculation, but nonetheless, quite likely. The reason I'm not a fan of Raka is because she is one of the many revivers in the game that can revive when no one's dead, which is just a pain in the ass on auto, in my opinion. So anyone who does that is automatically like a -1 in my book. Whatever letter grade other people give them, for me it's a letter grade down. Like on manual, fine. She's great. But if you're setting like a auto defense, it's like, cool, she just wasted a revive and no one's dead. And then everyone dies right afterward and she doesn't have a revive for 4 turns. It's like, well, GG's. But if you're running her on manual, I mean, she's, you know, just as decent as anyone else in Stone Skin, Arena, high resistance, high speed build, or whatever. Very true. Yeah, indeed. And I always like to mention this for anyone who's newer to the stream. If you're curious about any of the songs that are playing, you can look in the upper right-hand corner and you will see the song that's playing. And if you're on Twitch, you can do !song in the chat and it will actually paste a link to the song if you want to check out more details about it. Yeah. Music is provided by Monster Cat. We love Monster Cat here. Hashtag not sponsored. Although I'm actually serious, it's not actually sponsored. Even though it sounds that way. Man, I still think... I think it's been long enough, and they really, really do need to add someone who counters Marius. I don't know what that looks like. Either like someone who's immune to enfeeble, or someone who's kind of like a Mortu style champion who, like, the more you hit them, the more they do something. You know, less damage they take or something, or the more that you activate something. Like, I think we need a champion like that, who's like immune to enfeeble or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? What champion would you imagine it would be a hard counter to Marius? Because right now, like, he doesn't really have one aside from just like killing him, obviously. Because polymorph only matters if he uses his A1, and usually, you know, you're dead after the A2. Queen of Hearts. I guess if he's in Stone Skin Savage, it's a soft counter. But at that point, you're depending on RNG from the True Fear to save you, which there's a chance it doesn't. Like, I'm talking like a hard counter where, like, it just like you are worried about running Marius into this type thing. It's like, I picked Rhodos and they picked UDK. It's like, crap, you know? Now what do I do? Because assuming you go first, right, you could run, you know, protection set, something like a Siffy to protect, or you can run an increased defense champion, and you just use the A2. But yeah, that is a fair shout. Queen of Hearts. I kind of wish I had her, I'm not gonna lie. You could argue that I had the opportunity just because of how many shards I have. I could have gone for her in that champion chase, but I don't know. Trying to pretend that I'm a whale is just not really my style. But it would have been nice because like the speed meta really ramped up, and I didn't think it was going to be as bad as it is now. So it would have been nice to have her just so that, you know, when they go like uber speed team, it's like cool, bet. Slap her in some feral gear and just strip it all off. Or honestly, what I've been seeing a lot more that I just am too stupid to have like predicted is that like they could just lead with the ally attack, especially if they have a Marius or someone who's really deadly and they just killed your nuker after they ban the other one or something. Because in my mind, I'm like, obviously you have to go for the buff strip, right? And it's like, no, dude, you can just ally attack. If you don't have block debuffs up, you get decreased defense, AoE, void affinity champion, and you just get smoked by whoever. So she's a really good champion. I underestimated her. Let me put it that way. Use Nekret and Crixia, 2 champions for Marius. Nekret to protect your squishy nuker. Okay. Crixia to lock him out. I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, lockout always works, right? But lockout is lockout means you go first, which at that point, right, I can argue that Armand's is a counter because you can just sheep him. But that's more indicative of you going first than you have control of the fight. I'm talking about like something you can do, not necessarily a go second, but just something you can do passively that counters Marius's actives. Like this is one of those things where you know that something is a little broken. Not broken. Broken's not the right term. But you know that something is a little bit overpowered when the strategy is to pick him first so that your enemy doesn't have him. When normally, or I should say historically, the way to go in live arena is that you pick a support first. That was always like since it came out. You start banking your supports because you can do some counterplay with the DPS. But people in the high levels, they pick Marius first because you got to bank Marius or else you're screwed. It's like, well, that's not good. But I've, in fairness though, I think I've used Fabian's for Marius's, but then you're still at the mercy of the Enfeeble when he does get a turn. I'm actually very interested to test out Fabian for real this weekend. Like obviously we might use him a little bit today, but Sunday night reset tag team arena. This should be the first weekend where everyone who got him has him built and booked and mastered potentially, and so there's going to be a huge shift in the difficulty of arena defenses and tag team arena. Excuse me. So we'll see how that goes. Thankfully, he's a lot easier to counter than Armand's is. So if more people whip him out, I'm a little bit less scared. But if people run him like with an Armand's in the same team, then it's going to be a big problem. Which again, I expect the worst out of people, for better or for worse. So I'm anticipating there's going to be a lot of Stone Skin Armand's plus a Stone Skin Fabian, and it's like, well, oh, you didn't go first. Guess you're not getting a turn. LOL XD.
left in the world who could ever shake my faith. Holding me back, holding this back, don't you see?
How long do we have? 50. Okay, 55 minutes till live arena. We're making decent time, I think. Should be wrapping up the next 5-star chicken here in a bit. We just did Spirit, which means we were back at the top, so Void. Have you guys gotten any, like, super powerful relics as of late? Like, I obviously, you know, everyone's a huge fan of the Wand of Submission. I don't have one yet. But I did my Brutal Chimera run yesterday, last night. And I got my third coronet, a Rithi coronet. So I have 3 of those now. I know they talked about in the Community Weeks thing, they're going to give us a free, like, a voting thing. And I know most people probably should vote for the Wand of Submission. But I kind of selfishly want the Temporal Stagnator for Fabian. Only because it's from the clan. What the heck is this? Holy moly. Pinpoint Stone Skin, okay. Interesting. Yeah, only because it's from the clan shop one, which is like, our clan's not even level 20, much less level 21 plus to even have the slot to buy the materials. So it's like, it's going to be years before we can even unlock it. Like, I selfishly want the Temporal Stagnator just because I know getting it naturally is practically impossible at the moment. But I have a feeling that the Wand of Submission at least should win on paper. But I feel like that's more obtainable just because it's in the normal setting. Whoa, Mortu, chill out, brother. He also resisted my second bomb, which is not good. Oh my god, he lived. Wonka S. Could have been really bad, actually. That was a very fast Mortu, by the way. Like, even with the turn meter fail, he almost went, like, before my guy. So he was like 250 plus the Arbiter speed boost. Or plus the, or no, there was no speed boost. Yeah, that was like a 240 speeds, 6-piece Stone Skin Mortu. Nuts. I also want to try and take top 3 in this thing, because they're offering up some Plarium points. And I'm still working my way towards Sersha, which is probably still like another year out or something nuts. I don't even look at this thing. I look at it whenever I happen to hit a milestone every few, like, months. Yeah, I mean, there's still over 10,000 to go. This is just ridiculous. Takes so long. Okay, gems, we'll take those. Still got a ways to go. Did I finish? Yes. I don't think this 5-star is enough to get me 1,400 points, but we'll see if that's the case, because then we unlock the big node of energy. And then we keep going. Hooray for champion training. And if anyone was curious about how I do it, obviously you can see I still level up the commons and the uncommons and whatnot. Just because it gets you more mystery shards over time. Although, over recent years, I haven't really needed to use mystery shards as much, which is kind of a shame, but they're always there. You know, if I ever need to do like 10,000 mystery shards, I could do it. I would cry, but I could do it. Hey, what's up, Crop? How's it going, man? How goes your Afterparty Path grind? Seen faces. I really do like this song. Are we out of energy? Yes, we are. But did we do enough? Oh, 60 short. Rip. Well, this is awkward. Oh, that's what it is. Okay, I was like, I thought my math suggested I could get there. There we go. This CVC energy. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're back in business. You're skipping it, but maybe we get the 4-star. Okay, okay. I don't like the way they laid this out. I wish they had done, I forget whose it was, where like you could go, they were all perfect souls, and you could say, all right, I want the 5-star, I want the 4-star, or I want the 3-star, and you can kind of just choose which one you wanted to go for. Forcing you to go through the 3 and the whatever to get to the higher one is just kind of sucks. Because then you're just pigeonholed to one particular approach. And he happens to be one of the champions who it's like 3-star. I mean, yeah, he's a little bit tankier, but doesn't really do anything. Like you want the 5-star because you want the extra accuracy, and obviously 6-star for the speed, but that's impractical for majority of people, myself included. I think he's good, but my problem with Fabian, if there ever is one, is that he is very susceptible to, or like I think he only really works on a speed team. Unless your entire team is in Stone Skin, and he's also in Stone Skin, you can just tank the first hit. But there are plenty of ways to get around that, so that's not a 100% reliable strategy either. I know personally, like, if I can get Mezamel into my team, I will. So, like, for any of my opponents, be forewarned, I will definitely attempt to ignore your Stone Skin. I will not hesitate. I've destroyed so many people's hopes and dreams. But they're thinking, haha, I got my Marius, we're chilling under Stone Skin. I'm just like, block revive. Get out of here. We're not dealing with that. You know, it might be a controversial take, but we need more, oh, dare I say, a fusion champion who ignores Stone Skin? Is that a hot take? I would love that. I mean, you know what? Because in my opinion, we never thought that they would add a lockout champion as a fusion. Everyone was like, we need it, but they're never going to do it. It's Plarium, LOL. They're not going to do that. And then we got Fabian. So, ignore Stone Skin fusion? Let's put it out there. Let's put it out there in the ether. Maybe the new doggy. We'll see. I don't know. The thing is, when it comes to those like concept art reveals, the timeline is so like crazy. Like that champion could be a year out, or it could be like the next fusion. Like it's really hard to say, unfortunately. I mean, for your sake, sure. I hope he's good. I mean, the trend would suggest, though, that because we had such a powerful fusion, that the next one is going to be somewhat underwhelming. Let me verify that, though. Because we had Fabian, yeah, Esme, Mad Hatter. I think Mad Hatter's okay. I wasn't a huge fan, but I know a lot of people do like him for like Hydra stuff. But we had like, so we had, let's just go back a handful, right? We had Stock the Broken, really good. We had Lady Noelle, which decent. Mad Hatter, pretty good. Esme, pretty mid. Fabian, excellent. So I think we're due like another like 2 out of 5 champion next. That's my prediction. The pattern from 2024? Kind of. I mean, 2024 was a mixed bag. Because we started, let me see. Yeah, we started off with what? Zenogre Blademaster? Ancora, Armand's obviously powerful. Aelostrid was good. Wixwell was good. Incarnate was absolute dumpster. Packmaster came and went, unfortunately. Scored was kind of mid. Thor was good. Jeroboam was absolute dog. Gretel was underwhelming. And then the rest I already listed. I just think that so far this year, with the 3 fusions we've had, they've been more good than bad. Like Mad Hatter, like I guess I'm saying we haven't had a stinker this year yet. So my guess is that the next one's going to be a stinker. Something that people will be fine skipping and they won't feel anything about it. And they'll appreciate it after whatever they had to do for Fabian. Pure speculation. I heard you made it to gold 4, right? Crap. Or saw? I heard. What's your like seasonal ranking at the moment? Oh, whoops. I'm not even paying attention. In the wrong phase. Sticky fusions during the summer? Yeah. I guess you could. I mean, the past 2 years, yeah, that's kind of true. I think that's pure coincidence, but that's somewhat true. Gold 4, congrats, man. Now all you have to do is get 10 wins in a row and you get the super duper badge. 561. Really? I thought you'd be... Okay, I thought you were higher than that. I think I'm at like 300 and something? 200 something? Oh no, 400. Okay, clearly I'm paying attention to what I do live. I mean, I don't really care about the seasonal ranking, so I guess that's why I don't remember the number. But we're full. Okay. Leave a like. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. All likes are appreciated. Getting mixed up here. Okay, so we did 3 of these. Need more of these. I have no intention of maxing out the reward space for the live arena seasons, so pulled Altan. Oof. Oof. He's I think Altan is number 2 on my like most needs a buff non-void legendary champion, Norog being number 1. So I'm hoping that hoping he gets a buff in the next couple months. 174 battles so far. You're slacking. Hey, dude, I feel you. I mean, I'm not slacking because I'm doing more than usual, but my usual was very, very low. So, like, in the grand scheme of things, so I went from like fully slacking to slightly slacking, which is still slacking. I'm not gonna pretend that I'm like just grinding it every day, 10 battles. It's like, no, some days I do 10, some days I do 1 win or whatever, some days I do 5. It's, yeah. It's just a time thing, you know? It's not my full-time job to play Raid, unfortunately. If it was, then yeah, sure, I would do, 4 hours of live arena a day. Not really, but like I'd do the 10 a day at least if I have the time, but full-time life, y'all know how it be. Same here. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem that most people have with live arena. Like, I know people complain. It's like, oh, it's the time slots. The time slots are inconvenient. It's like, that's such a cope to me, because it's like there's so many slots open that it's one of them is gonna fall during when you have free time, but it's a matter of, do you want to spend your free time at that time on Raid? And if the answer is no, fair enough. But call a spade a spade. It's not because there's not enough availability. There is. But it's like, do you want to play Raid, or do you want to spend time with your kids? It's like, I get it. Totally agree. You should play Raid. Old Gory. I mean, Gory had his heyday. Like, initially he was like the GOAT for Fire Night Hard Mode, and then Crowd and Nuke came out and just he fell off a wagon. And rightly so. I never bought the hype. I thought it was just too much of a gimmick that he has like a triple hitter freeze, but it's on a A2 with a 3-turn cooldown. It's like, that's just not gonna work. It's like, yeah, you build him in Merciless Reflex and you hope and pray that you get like back-to-back freezes, but other than that, that's just, I don't know. To me, it always seemed impractical, and I never built him. It's one thing to build a team where it's like a reflex proc is helpful. It's another thing to build a team where it's mandatory. Which, for obvious reasons, doesn't make any sense, because you can't force it to happen. Oh, I already did this. What's the next thing we need? Oh, just a rare tome. Okay. Alright, so nothing exciting until we get down to the gems. It feels like I'm closer than I am, but I know that that's not actually true. Oh, right, yeah, okay. I'm close to the 4-star. I'm not close to the 5-star because I need the other keys. That's what I was missing. What's my plan? Same thing I laid out in the video, where I'm getting all 4 of the keys and champion training as much as possible, and then 10 sacreds tomorrow, which is 45,000 points. So we have lots and lots of champion training ahead of me, unfortunately. And then yeah, I'm buying the 3-star from the Soul Merchant. That's my plan. I spoke about it earlier, but like there were two, like I didn't discuss it that much in my video, but the two deciding factors where I like just look back in time at Titan events, because this is like a comparison of like how many shards would I have pulled if this were a Titan event, and how does that compare to the ask right now. And historically speaking, like the worst case, it's like you have a champion chase and 2 summon rushes as part of, or where you get Titan event points. Champion chase is obviously a lot easier because you can do fusions and whatnot, so focusing on the 2 summon rushes, and it's like on average it's like 7 sacreds worth of points per to get the maximum amount of Titan event points. So let's say 14, round up 15 sacreds, worst case. This one was like 23, and I was like, nah, I'm already disincentivized innately just looking at the path, but having it be 20 something sacreds in one go in one instance, whereas at least like the Titan event, the 2 summon rushes are like a week apart or something, so it's like there's time to recoup the losses, but this one's just like 20 altogether. But then you combine that with the relatively underwhelming set of champions being offered, where it's like if it was someone at the top of my list, and it's like, all right, you know, maybe I'd be more willing to pull 20-ish sacreds to get it done, but because they're like the highest on my list that showed up in the pools was like Kaimar, and he's like number 7, which is, you know, he's still top 10, fair enough, but it's not like I need a Kaimar right now. He's gonna go straight into this team and that team in this area. It's just like he's a nice to have. And for me, 20 plus sacreds for a chance at a nice to have champion is not worth it. I need more guarantees than that. Especially when there's an alternative way to do it, which is the one I discussed. It'll take longer. Like, obviously, the Soul Merchant can, you know, not give me his soul for the next 3 months. But it's not. I don't need his soul right now, and I have to use it. Just because my gear, unfortunately, is already biased towards accuracy instead of speed. So having the 75 accuracy, he's already at like 650, I think. I can take a look. I think he's at 650 right now. Or 600, sorry. 650 with masteries. That's what I was thinking of. So he's with Eagle Eye, he's going to be 650, and then you add 75, and it's, you know, 725 or something. So 700 plus accuracy. But sitting at 650 is fine. Being over 700 is great, but it's not like I need him to have 700 right now. Like a lot of my other champions who do the same thing have 600 accuracy, like my bomb champions. Like Nishak, 680, Gaius, 630. So like he's on par with the champions that I already use, and most of the time they don't get resisted already. So it's not for me. It's not mandatory that I need the 5-star right now, otherwise I can't compete. It's like, no, he's gonna lock out everyone who my bombers can bomb, which is most people, aside from like the, you know, super Kraken whale types and whatnot. So I'm willing to play the long game to just not burn a bunch of shards in one go. But again, I'd be singing a different tune if they're like, all right, there's a Duchess up for grabs, there's an Elf up for grabs, and there's a Sacred Pogo going on at the same time, you'd be like, all right, bet. That's worth it to burn a bunch of Sacreds to try, you know? Something that's a little bit more hype than a 7% chance to get one legendary. It's just not, you know, that doesn't do it for me anymore. I think it's at 7%. Let me double check that. I have the math. Yeah, single 15x is 7%. Which is, of course, assuming you get a legendary at all, which is totally possible. It was Kymar with a 6-star soul and you're not even using him. You're not? Wait, do you not run any seer teams? He's like the best seer reset champion in the game. One day check your people and mark them, build this one for that. I mean, well, I could do that, but I feel like, I mean, arena champions are pretty straightforward, right? They're just, you know, your best nukers. No seer teams yet. Thor is better, I guess. Oh, well, I guess you have the 6-star crushing run Thor, right? Which is a little bit different. Fair enough. I have heard some insane numbers come out of people's Thors, so I still have not built them, believe it or not. I'm not gonna say that he's overrated, but I don't think he's as good as everyone else thinks, which is subjective. So I'm not saying that people are wrong. Is it 5-star? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, he works in like arena, like he's good. I would say if you're gonna use him, he's probably at this point in the current meta, he's like a tag team arena champion. Where he's not on every team, but he works really well. Put him in Pinpoint or Feral or whatever and strip him and reset, you know. Particularly good with single target nukers or people who I mean, you can work with any nuker really if you just want to double do what you did again. But yeah, Kat, I would say like clan boss or demon lord clan boss, it's just like, you know, at this point there are so many videos out there for how to build a Hydra team, how to build this type of team, that like the information's out there if you want to go look for it. So I don't think you necessarily need a one-on-one session to be told that. I mean, same thing for Dune Tower bosses. Like I've done a breakdown of every single Dune Tower boss except for the Frostbiter coming soon. Shameless plug. But you know, a lot of these areas have been solved for years. So the content exists, so I encourage you to go seek it out. But if that fails, then maybe we can talk. You have a Barbarian team for Hydra or Shines? Do you have Dune Lord Gregor or something? Or is Barbarian just a happenstance? Oh, that's the other. Okay, I need to make sure I write this down. I was gonna run a poll for how many faction unity champions do you have? Okay, making a note. I have one, but I'm just curious how many other people have. What was the other poll? I mentioned it earlier. Oh, yes. How have you built your Fabian? Yeah. Cool. You can learn Gregor. Yeah, let me... What is his passive again? Because I know he provokes. But what's the condition? When he's attacked. 20%? That's it? It felt so much higher in the event dungeon. Good God. It felt like every time you touch him. Ah, okay, okay. Increase attack, increase accuracy, instant turn. And the decrease. I see. Okay. Oh, he's an A1 provoke as well. Okay, so he can work on Head of Decay with this, and then if he ever gets hit. I mean, yeah, you definitely have something that most people can't. Which is a faction unity person. I have Fina, Blade of Arabia. So I guess technically I could make like a super broken Trunda Hydra team, but I am not going to do that. If I don't have time for live arena on a daily basis, I definitely don't have time to manual Hydra every week. Agreed. Actually, we can talk about this. I'm curious if people agree with me or if they agree with Ash in this case. But he made a video yesterday, and one of the things he talked about was that he wants more opportunities in the game to get some of these newer champions that come out, or some of these more exclusive champions like faction unities, etc., in a more like reliable way other than like progressive chance, summon pools, etc. And it's just like, you know, his argument being like the whole point of new champions is because they're desirable and people want them, but then you make them ridiculously hard to get, obviously for, you know, monetary reasons, duh. But as much as I appreciate that take from like the player perspective of like, just give me all the champions, it's like what happens when you play that out long term is that everyone has the good champions and things become really stale, and then people want something different. So it's like you think you want that, and then when you get it, it's actually very annoying. And the perfect example I have for that situation was Taurus and Marichka. You know, when they came out, everyone's like, oh my god, they're busted, they're broken, which is totally true. And then we had a meta where it was Taurus, Marichka, UDK, Sippy for like a year, and everyone was like, good god, this is annoying, I don't want to deal with this anymore, this is so stupid, change it up, we need to break the meta. It's like everyone, you know, in the upper echelons, everyone got the same champions, they used the same champions, and everyone got sick of it. So like I kind of prefer the way it is right now, where there was a lot of options in the meta, where like you can queue up in a live arena fight and they might, oh, this guy has the Arnorn strategy, so that's what he's going to use. This guy has the nice strategy, so that's what he's going to use. This guy has the Carnage strategy, this guy has the bomb, the common strategy. You know, I'm listing off mythicals, but you get the idea, where it's like you can start the fight and you're not going to know what your opponent's going to do. Versus, you know, a year ago it was like, all right, first pick Taurus and Marichka. Shocker, you know. I think it's more fun when there's a little bit of diversity and everyone doesn't have everyone. But also, you know, you need the incentive, the monetary incentive structure for the game to survive, so you need people to want to desire to get champions. But, I don't know. What do you guys think? Again, I can empathize with the idea that it should be easier to get some of these more specific niche champions. I'm not disagreeing with that. But I don't think that they should just make, like, every faction unity is guaranteed if you pull 20 sacreds. It's like, cool, then all the whales will have all the good ones. And the normies will still be behind like they always were, you know? And then they create the problem that they end up not liking, which is a lack of parity. Oh boy, a rare tome. We love rare tomes. But yeah, I'm curious to see when I'll probably post the faction unity poll tomorrow, maybe. But I'm curious to see who people have and how many they have. Agree, you'll give, yeah, exactly. It's like I like that aspect where, I mean, like, you know, Marius is an example, right? You have the same people, you know, again, this is not to throw shade, right? It's not about dissing on other people. But it's the same logic that they don't even realize they're, like, contradicting. They'll say, you know, I want more of the meta champions because everyone else has them and I want to use them as well. It's like, cool. Everyone has Marius and you're sick of Marius. You know? Oh, I gotta ban Marius every time. Oh, I'm tired of not being able to deal with Marius. And it's like, yeah, dude, because everyone has them. That's why he's so annoying. Same thing with Wukong. Oh my god, this monkey is so annoying. Yeah, everyone has him. It gets worse when everyone has everything that's meta. Everyone hates it. That's the outcome. Because it gets boring and it gets stale. But, you know, we're talking about, like, second order, third order effects here, obviously. First order, it sounds great to just give everyone every champion, but it doesn't play out well. And honestly, I think that's why a lot of whales burn out, is because they have all the champions they could ever want, and then, well, what do I do, right? Like, I think Live Arena kind of helped with that, where it's like you have a place to apply who you have, and dunk on other people to show off how powerful you are. But without Live Arena, what's even the point of having a bunch of arena meta champions anymore? Like Classic Arena, cool, once a week you can show your stuff. Tag Team Arena, that's not really competitive. Once you get to Gold 4, you just sit there, right? If you care. Live Arena is the only, like, in Siege, I guess, as well. But those are the only two areas now where it's like it's actually competitive and there's some strategy involved. So it's not just pick the best champions and use them every time. It's like, well, no, your enemy might have some of those best champions and they stole them from you in Gold Live Arena, you know? So now what do you do? How long do we have here? 15 minutes. Cool. I think somehow I ended up planning this perfectly. So, all the energy that we have allotted for today from yesterday that I just didn't spend yet will run out, and then we can head straight into Live Arena, basically. All part of the plan. All part of the plan. I have to admit, though, I really was hoping to have a little bit of a break to do some, like, mastery farming, and I had, like, a day after the fusion, but, like, getting the soul is kind of imperative, or these souls, which is a shame. I mean, it's good, obviously, but I wanted like 3 days to run Minotaur, you know, instead of like half. Hydrate. Gotta remember to hydrate. You're assuming that I'm ready for Faction Wars hard mode? I don't know. We'll find out. I don't think I need to do anything in particular to prepare. Like, I'm one of the people who, because I know a lot of people like, you know, to be the first to the punch, and then they'll say like, oh, do this to prepare now. And it's like, dude, you don't know what you're preparing for. Sit down, you know? It's like, I get the idea, but like, I don't know what the challenges are. I don't know what the stat requirements are. I don't know what the speeds are. What am I, let me waste a bunch of silver swapping gear that may not stay on. I'm not going to pre-act. So I think I'm ready, but we'll find out when it goes live. I'm not going to do anything. I don't know what I'm doing. Plus, the bigger thing is that you have a bunch. It's just like normal faction wars, right? What I need for stage 1 might not be what I need for stage 10, right? And I'm gonna try and farm. Like, I'm gonna optimize my team around stage 10 or whatever the high stage is, 21. So until I know what I'm trying to optimize my team around, I don't really care about the progression stages, right? I can always manual and get it done if need be, right? I'm more worried about what's the boss stage going to be like, what's the requirement to get 3-star, what's it going to take to get it on auto after I beat it, you know, get 3 stars for the first time. So all of that, I can't know ahead of time, so I'm not going to react. You need to do a lot, build revivers, damage dealers. I mean, yeah. Like, so there's a different level to it, right? For me, I've had Lydia for like 3 years, so my teams are set. Like, I have revivers as needed, I have debuffers as needed, I have nukers as needed, and over time I've been optimizing for speed. So, you know, you take more and more supports out because your damage dealers just compensate for it, but I still have those supports that I used at the beginning. So if I need to whip them out again, they're there and ready to go. But as of right this second, I don't need to do anything. How can you prepare for future preparation of future? Exactly, yeah. I don't know what I need. But presumably, yeah, you need some sort of healer, you need some sort of reviver, you need to do buffer, you need 1 to 2 nukers. It's the same formula. But is it going to be like hard mode dungeons where everyone now needs 350 accuracy? And all of my teams are built for 250? I don't know. Because that would mean I need to tweak a bunch of builds. But I'm not going to change all my champions to 350 and then it comes out and it's only 275. Right? And yeah, I need more info. Simple as. More info. I don't think I can't show you my faction wars teams because I already used my keys. But I think my slowest faction now is like 3 minutes. And that's like Lizardmen, because I just don't have I don't have DPS for that faction for whatever reason. But most of them are somewhere between 1 to 2 minute farms, and I'm talking about the boss stage. I farm the boss stage, stage 21. I'm excited though. I like everything I heard. More powerful glyphs. No, they can't do that. It wouldn't be that bad. I'm expecting 350 accuracy. I could be wrong. You could be right. Pure speculation. I don't think it's going to be that high though. That would be impractical. Unless they're assuming a ridiculous amount of stat bloat. Especially power creep is a thing. Yeah, but it's not that much, right? Because we already know that they set Sand Devil and because we're talking about seasonal content versus recurring content, right? So there's a little bit of a difference. So they had that experiment already with Sand Devil and what's his name? Phantom Shogun's Grove, right? They had the accuracy at like 600 requirement for each of those, and it was terrible. Everyone complained, and it took a while, but eventually they lowered it to like I think 450, 475, somewhere around there. And that's regular content, so I don't expect it to go back above that, despite having relics and stuff in the game. But could be wrong. I think 350 is solid. It puts it on par with Doom Tower Hard. Maybe 400 at the high end. I think people over what's the right word here? Overemphasize power creep. For you, Doom Tower Hard is too easy. Well, so yeah, but what you're missing here is the history of Doom Tower, right? Like, of course, if you're starting to play now, Doom Tower is pretty easy because of the stat bloat. But when it first came out, it was really difficult because we didn't have blessings and relics and all this other stuff, right? So I don't see a reason for it to come in. Like, it's meant to be end game content, right? So mid game content, which I guess now Doom Tower Hard falls into, is that 250 to 350 accuracy range. Even the Cursed City. At the high end, Cursed City, you only need like 350 accuracy. And most people, myself included, still can't even beat Soulcross Hard, right? So there are other ways to make it hard other than a stat check, I guess is my argument here. You can have mythical champions in the waves. You can have faction unity champions in the waves. And that will make it harder without you need 600 accuracy to beat it. I think that's overkill. Ooh, 30 gems. I'll take it. Three years and now you're starting to do mid game. 700 in faction orders. I think the maximum is like 923 or something. Amius. Doom Tower Hard, you can do halfway. Well, there's multiple rotations of Doom Tower Hard, and some are easier than others. But yeah, I mean, like I said, like I keep saying, you could be right, I could be wrong, I could be right, you could be wrong. We'll see. We shall see. I'm excited though, regardless. I'm a bit less cynical, let me put it that way. But I'm saying that just because I've lived through basically every single PvE expansion since Doom Tower. And based off what they've been doing, I think I know where their head's at. Especially because they're stealing the trials from Chimera concept. And then it's already faction locked, so you have a little bit of like the Cursed City aspect of it, Doom Tower aspect of it. And they're adding in Chimera bits. So I think that's hard enough. And then the only thing you need to do is diversify the champions for enemies. Because that's the thing, right? Is that every time they release PvE content, it's a snapshot of the game, right? Because obviously you can't use a champion that doesn't exist to defend the waves. So every time they do an expansion, it gets more annoying, right? So like way back in the day, Doom Tower Hard, the waves used to be horrible because like, oh my god, you get to the Mortu waves and you just die, right? You block revive left and right, and now we have a lot more ways to deal with that. Block passive skills and whatnot. And then Curse City was the next iteration where it's like, oh my god, Taurus Marichka is an enemy. Good god, this is so hard, right? And so this is going to be the next wave of that. There's faction unity, there's mythicals. They could make the waves really, really difficult without much effort, just by picking annoying champions that everyone loves to use, but they'll certainly hate to go against. That's for damn sure. That's why I always laugh when people are so like, you know, up in the air about champion buffs, and it's like, don't get me wrong, I do want a bunch of champions buffed myself, but it's a double-edged sword. Every time you buff a champion, they could be an enemy combatant, and they can mess with you a lot, man. So just be careful who you want to get buffs. You know, there could be Yumikos and enemy waves now. There could be we've seen warlords in the past. There could be a Lord Entertainer Fabian, and in your enemy waves, you can get locked out and feared to death. You know, petrified. Careful, guys. You know. And Armand's in the enemy waves. He gets a turn, and you're freaking locked forever. You know. Just be careful what you ask for, guys. Word of caution. Any champion is fair game for future content, either event dungeon or any PvE expansion. I know for me the best example was Clydna. Where is she? Dude, my Sylvan Watchers is tragic. I have one from Poland, I have 3 fusions. But I digress. Where is she? Where's Clydna? Here. So before, like, she was just trash, right? Terrible champion, I agreed. Like, she did a cleanse with the revive on death, which is like, alright, that's not that bad. And then I think this was... I think this was the same, but they added in the restored, but it doesn't really matter. But like as an enemy wave now, it's like before it was like, cool, she can cleanse and revive on death. All right, it's annoying, but it's tolerable. Now it's like, nope, it's a full cleanse of block debuffs. So it's like, oh crap, now they're immune. So she's not a good champion to use much offensively, but she's more annoying on defense or when you have to go against her. So it's just like all these buffs, they matter, you know. It's not just the selfish viewpoint of like, hey, it helps me, so buff the champions. Cool. Alas, Armand, Thor, Freya, Odin. Yeah. So the good thing is, with the Faction Wars model, they have the same waves across, or they have the same potential for waves across the different factions, and so they just kind of like, it's kind of like the Curse City rotations where they just kind of filter. But there is no reason that they couldn't say, no, this faction is only going to have barbarian enemies, this faction is only going to have lizardmen enemies. I don't think there's enough diversity in the champions to do that, so I'd expect the former in this case. But to your point, there's no reason that they can't have the most ridiculous and annoying champions as enemy waves across all factions, not just one in particular. We'll see. We'll have to see. They're also going to be a lot tankier too. That's the other thing. Obviously with stat bloat, you know, it's a lot easier, crushing rend and whatnot. It's a lot easier to do damage and blow up waves, but it's not going to be as easy to blow up as waves in Faction Wars normal. All right, live arena is open, so let's just get below the energy cap here, like at maybe 60 or so. Actually, no, let's just make one more, or take one more uncommon at 20. Like, the cynical part of me is anticipating that they're going to have mythicals and waves, But I also think that they're not going to do that. If I'm being practical, I think that would just be really annoying. Relics to the Wave Championship? No, they're not going to do that. At least the only reason I say that is because there's no way to visually see if they have a relic, so you wouldn't know. Whereas like Ascension and Blessings and all that stuff, it's visible, so you'll know, which is what they expanded into with the event dungeon. Like they gave Odin Lightning Cage or whatever, right? But if there was a visual cue for relics, then I would agree that's a possibility. You have that dwarf guy? Can you be more specific? Which dwarf guy? That's like half the faction. All right, mission accomplished. Oh, Herndig. Oh, okay. I love Herndig. I'm only, he's not my primary campaign farmer. My primary campaign farmer is Fellhound, but I use Herndig whenever I'm building up a champion who has gear on that's faster than Fellhound is. So like he's like 205, Fellhound's like 100 and something. Yeah, 120. So I use Herndig just because he can reset his skills, so it's just like roughly the same amount of time. It's a little bit longer, but it's faster to run Herndig than it is to wait for a Fellhound to go after whoever I'm leveling up. So he's just like a swap. Alright. It's time for the main event. What's up, Boober? How's it going, man? Just in time. We're about to head into live arena. But yeah, the goal for today is, of course, 6 wins. Which you can't see it. There you go. 6 wins. Which should be easy to do. But also, I'm pretty sure that these medals or whatever, or refills expire in 24 hours, so we're going to try and do the 20 fights afterward. I anticipate that it will take 15 fights to get 6 wins, plus or take. But, yeah. We'll see. Lots of live arena to go is kind of the point. We have 3 hours to crush it. And let's dive right in, I guess. We'll see if the Lord Entertainer Fabian is applicable. You never guess who your campaign farmer is. I guarantee it is Thor. I guarantee it is Thor. Wait, is this dude? Oh. Sounds like your rates. Yeah? Ooh, a Siffy start. That's different. Life Harvest. I used to run Life Harvest on my Siffy. I switched her over to Intimidating Presence. So he has Siffy. Okay. That means we get Galathir. No. Let's lock in this. Oh, it's not Thor. Oh. I wait. I don't know who it is then. It better not be Packmaster Shayak, bro. Armand's okay, fair enough. All right, so now we have speed for speed. Most likely, I lose one of them. He has a He-Man, so we're gonna counter with Arima, and let's whip out the Galathir. You hate Thor, Xena, and He-Man? Yeah, Xena is... you don't see her that much, but she is definitely a threat. Okay. So he's going to go first here. I can see that, so we have to think a little bit more defensively here. Which to me means Rhodos. We're susceptible to ally attacks from Mikage, but if they have to do that to kill... Oh, actually he has Georgid, though. Let's run nice. I don't have a choice here. I gotta ban the Armans. One hit, he's undead. Undead. I'd have to look. I'd have to look at the faction. I can't think of who has good AoEs for campaign aside from like Vlad. I don't know if you have Vlad though. Ooh, I do go first. Let's get rid of the Mikage. Never mind. Damn. She has to strip here because she can't stun us. Oh, I was really hoping we didn't weak hit. Damn. Alright, Harima's dead. Good night. Ooh. Oh, he killed Arbiter. Okay. Welcome back, Arbiter. Oh, rip. We might... No, Galather is passive? Alright, Aspect of Searoth saved us there, if anyone was wondering what happened. Ooh, this is bad. Did he do his AoE already? No. Or yes, he did. Okay. All right, let's bring him back. Damn, dude. He-Man. Oh, he left. Okay, cool. Whew! That was close. Nice for the win. They have a ghost in a dress? A ghost in a dress with a skull mask. I don't know who that is. One down. Yeah, you're right. You're right. 1 out of 6. We're done. 1 down. Undead Horde faction. It could be Mashald for his campaign farmer. Is that the right affinity? Yeah, that would be the right affinity. Mashald could be Vlad. Yeah, you got me stumped there, Crop. I don't know. That would be my guess. One of the two. It's either Vlad or it's Mashald. Demon spawn. Oh, Halfrack. Yeah. I mean, you gotta be aware of his passive, dude. If you kill someone, he automatically AoEs and can wipe your entire team. Wrong. What? Suzerain Catone? Is that who it is? Wait, multiple AoEs? Okay. Alright, I was like, that's the only other person it could be is like AoE A1 would be Suzerain. Interesting, man. That's different. Dude, you're trying my knowledge here, man. I respect it though. It's like, who could it be? It's not the most obvious ones. Yep, okay. I don't know what every champion in the game does, but I do have a lot of knowledge of what most champions do. So feel free to test me anytime, folks. No promises. Suzerain was your first gaming farmer? I went from Kale to Fellhound. I had him early on. It took a while to get the gear to do it, but I kept using Kale until I couldn't. Okay, Armands, sure. All right, speed aura locked in, threat locked in, intimidating presence locked in. This is why this is my new start at the moment. It's sad because I do have to forfeit Galather for it, but I think it's worth it. So this, oh, this is easy. All right, pick your poison, sir. Do you want the block revive, or do you want the Rotos counter? You won the Kale Red skin. Yeah, I have the Masquerade skin as well. I don't like it, but it's a skin, so I use it. I think I won it twice, like from 2 different things, just by happenstance. I feel bad for the person I stole it from the second time, but oh well. What? He picks a Wukong here? Is he banning Mezamel? Huh? Maybe he doesn't know what Mezamel does. No, he does. Okay. That's a weird choice. I guess he's trying to... What is he trying to do here? Is there some Stone Skin bullshit going on? Why would you pick a Wukong into a blocker wave? Bolster, Stone Skin... Okay. Bolster means we don't get the extra turn. Actually, I mean, UDK prevents us from doing anything. Alright. Ooh, Ankor's up for... I don't know if I can kill her, though. Let's try. Nope. Bolster for the win. Okay. Oh, she has... what's it called? What's it called? The Orb of Transfixion. Okay. Fabian's dead. Wait, why did Wukong have his ability? Oh, he must have gotten reset. I wasn't paying attention. Damn, I was really hoping to kill. Wait, where did the? Oh, he stole intercept from Fabian. I was like, where did he get that? How is my Fabian built? He has pinpoint and supersonic. We have one more turn before Rotos can pop off here. She has her cleanse. We're at risk of dying here. Alright, Fabian's dead again, A2. Or actually, he can kill Arbiter probably. Or Sify. Oh, Ace is A3. Ooh, bad choice. You have Harima, buddy. You can't do that. You can't do that either. I need this Stone Skin to come off of UDK so I can actually do stuff. Alright, now Ankor is dead. We'll activate Rotos, but that's fine. He can A2 Fabian here, that's what I would do. Or, I mean, A2 Sify. No, okay, A2 Fabian, that's fine. That's not going to do anything. Wukong comes back after this turn. Hopefully we kill them all. Sweet. GG's. Dude, we're 2-0 right now. This is a crazy start. Yeah, I totally neglected to share the build. You were so right, my bad, Uber. But yeah, he is in 4-piece pinpoint, 4-piece supersonic, 1-piece feral. And he is 294 speed and 614 accuracy. No masteries at the moment. Well, partial masteries. I really wanted to get Lore Steel, but the event started too soon, so I couldn't get around to getting that. I might still do it just because it's like I'm like 1 run away. Okay, 2 out of 6, not bad. We're cruising. You want Gallius and Mezamel? I hope you get him. Oh no! Oh god, we won too many times. We have to go against a mad person. GG's. I have to go Armand's here. I need them to ban Armons. Damn, dude, you win twice in a row and you get put against some dude with like, what is this matchup, bruh? 18,000 and 5,000. Oh my god. Hashtag game balance, bro. What is this? What is this? Why am I against this dude? Wait, no, this is his season rank. His season rank is 18,000. Huh? Okay. This is bad. There's a lot of magic affinity here. I mean, this is a loss no matter what I do here. Fucking +3 Mariska, +4 Lazarius. Like, dude, he's slacking. No empowerment on the freaking nice, bruh. Step it up. You know what I mean? I mean, he could beat me with these 4 champions, to be honest with you. He doesn't even need the 5th. Okay, insult to injury. Why not? Just add it in the Commodus. Okay, so this is a speed Lazarius, right? So they have the aura no matter what. This gets rid of intimidating presence and it gets rid of their speed booster. This is not a DPS Lazarius. But I anticipate that the Galathier is faster than my Arbiter, who he's probably going to ban here. Like, this is the kind of fight where he's going to call my bluff. Oh, no, he doesn't want the Necret. Really? That's odd. Okay. He might still be faster, so let's not get ahead of it. Temporal Chains, Chainbreaker. Okay, so he can get rid of CC, Life Harvest, Lightning Cage. He's in Stone Skin. He's probably in Stone Skin as well. This is Stone Skin for sure. Actually, the entire team's in Stone Skin. Who am I kidding? And all of his DPS is magic, which means Mezamel is a bad pick. RIP. Okay. GG's. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stone Skin. Yep. Oh, he's in Supersonic Stone Skin. Awesome. We don't even get a second turn. Oh no, we do. Oh, he decided to spare me, guys. What a kind lad. Awesome. Wand of Submission. Alright, now we just die. Do we give him the satisfaction? Yes, we do. Okay. Yep. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a screenshot for my friend. Because this matchup is absolutely insane. Oh my god. Alright, 2-1. We won too many times in a row, apparently, and they sent me into the ether. Your wand is on Siffy. I don't know who I want it on. I mean, I don't have one. I should clarify. I'm thinking Galathier. Obviously, I have Nice, and it could be strong there too. Even though I don't use Nice as much as people might think, just because Marius is a thing, and like you change forms and you just die. First pick Harima. Interesting choice. He has the Freya avatar, so I actually think he has a Freya. Let's lead with this. I've been floating. I guess I'll talk about my strategy a little bit here. I've been floating Armands a lot lately because most of the time I ban him regardless. So it's not the end of the world if they get him instead, and it's not like I have to have Armands on my team or we just doesn't work. Okay, there's a Torment. That's fine. We can run Siffy. He stole Harima. So let's threaten the block revive here. Does Seeker Aura work in Live Arena? Isn't his aura like defense? Ooh, Queen of Hearts. So he wants to leave in Siffy here. What do we do here? He has a lot of Void Champions. So if I get rid of the Odin... Who's the fastest champion here? Odin. If we get stunned, we're screwed. Oh, interesting. Okay, he doesn't want block revive. Fair enough. Lots of people are afraid of Mesomel. I'm surprised. Like, I understand it because block revive, but it does surprise me how many people end up banning Mesomel. They don't want to deal with her. So we have the advantage here, I hope, because we got rid of their speed champion. This is worth the risk. No, the queen. I'm not going to use Siffy boost. I'm trying to just lock him out here. Now we don't have to worry about her. She can A1, but that's not a big deal. Thoughts on the Ashnar buff? I don't know. It's one of those ones where you have to see it to really understand it. Like, he does more damage. He does a little bit different stuff. So I need to see it. I need to see a he can A1 here, I think. I need to see some content creator do a showcase. Do not stun. Who does she kill? She kills Narcissus. No, she kills Fabian. Oh, interesting. I think this is worth the risk. We're going to give her a turn, but she's still locked out for another turn afterward, and the worst she can do is A1. Meanwhile, I can kill most of their team. I was like, this is going to give her a turn. She can strip here, but we're protected. Okay. Unless this is a nuking Torment, Fabian's fine. And I can, it's a Marichka, so I can bide my time. But this is a risk. Like, he could die. Ooh. Sit. Okay. Now we just stall. We chill. We chill. We wait. Get rid of you. Reset Tormund. If we can kill him, that'd be nice. All right, we got to be careful here. So let's think. We need ideally Fabian gets the turn after we kill Marichka. Do you want to showcase that you use mine? I mean, no, I don't need to be the one to demonstrate it because I honestly, he didn't really have a place in the game before, so I'd rather just let someone else show if he's better or not. My point being, I wouldn't know what to do with him. All right, turn meter's here. I think we're good. So we kill Marichka here. Tormund survives. That's fine. Either Arbiter is ready to go or Fabian's ready to go, and we can lock him out again. Oh, I forgot about the True Fear. Yes. Okay, he leaves. GG's. Finally, dude. This is the first fight where I actually got to use Fabian and he mattered. It's sad to say, but that is true. Sweet. That was good. That was really good. Yeah. You know, Queen of Hearts, she is scary, but you don't have to buff up with Sify. Like, so in my opinion, I understand he banned the Mezimel because I would have just killed Harima and that would have been the end of the fight. Fair enough. But the alternative being he left me with Arbiter and Sify, so I didn't have to choose between them to decide who was gonna go, right? Like, if he bans Arbiter, then I have to gamble with Sify to turn meter fill a little bit, but also like hope that she protects the debuffs. Otherwise, we're susceptible to the strip. But because I still had Arbiter, I could just do that instead. Yeah. Okay. 3-1. Halfway to the mission. Halfway to the mission. This is a great start, guys. Hopefully we don't get another Kraken for some crazy convoluted reason. Okay, normal. You think the Ashnard buff is going to be insane? I hope so. For all the people that have him and love him, I really hope that that is true. Double CC, I counter you with my CC. Okay, that's scary, that's fine. We have a Marius. That dude is Oil Prince. I know. Dude, I was just like, I mixed up the numbers. That's how bad it was. I was like, oh man, he's like super high in gold 4. He's like 18,000. I was like, wait, no, that's a season rank. Oh shit. It's like, this guy's crushing it. Or no, this is season. Oh yeah, no, I was right. Okay, yeah, he's super high in gold 4. He's like 18,000. But this was like 5k, so it's like 5k versus 400. It's like, huh? In this case, I did mention that Nice is bad into Marius, but I am anticipating that I go first here because he's kind of boxed into a corner here. Unless he whips out a Wukong for another Speed Aura. I mean, he could whip out a Mariska or something. But my intention is that whenever Nice gets his turn, I'm just going to preemptively switch forms. That way, he's just ready to go. And I can cleanse the Enfeeble off if it happens. But we're banning Armans. Yep, that's fine. He's banning Mezimel if he's picking Georgiad. 100%. No, he bans the Fabian. Oh! He wants the sauce. Okay. We'll give him the sauce. I guess Georgiad can ignore block damage, huh? Supersonic anywhere? No. Alright. Let's get rid of this. So he's gone. She can't do anything. You can change forms. You can strip. Oh, ally attack. Why would... Oh, Soul Reap! Oh! Smart. That might have won him the fight, actually. Shit. We lose. Damn. Okay, my Nice is too slow. Yeah, I need to speed him up. Wow. That's nuts. Who has Soul Reap? Oh, Siegfried has... Okay, I was looking at the merit. I didn't even think about the Siegfried doing anything yet because I wasn't concerned about him. I was more concerned about the Georgiad Marius. Soul Reap. There you go. Okay. Well done, sir. Well done. 3-2. One day you'll fight me? Wait, you're rank 7th. Oh, I was like, what? You're rank 7,000. Maybe. I don't know. I'm pretty high up, though. I'm in gold 3. It's unlikely, especially during the season. But maybe. For your sake, though, you probably don't want to end up fighting me. Not to toot my own horn here. 3-2, right? out of the 5. So we still need 3 more wins to complete la mission. Okay. Six-star intimidating presence. That might have to go. Honestly, I actually should have picked Armands in this fight instead of Fabian. Because if he picks Armands here, I have to ban Armands, and then he gets the intimidating presence aura. Okay, maybe he doesn't want it. Dude, what's with the Torments, bruh? What's with the Torments, bruh? Okay, so I don't have Siphi, which is unfortunate. So that means we run Galathir. And no, we run Ancora. And then we threaten the block revive. This way we can't be frozen. No matter what. Oh, or they could just ban her, obviously. But it depends. Who's he more afraid of? There's the Armands. Okay. And the Queen of Hearts. Okay. He goes first, and then what happens? I'm stalling here to try and think. What is his plan here? Turn meter fill. I mean, there's a chance that the Queen of Hearts could be speed tuned with the Siphi. That's unlikely, but possible. He doesn't. Oh, he doesn't have a speed aura if I get rid of the Armands. It depends who he bans. But I'm anticipating that he's trying to, you know, True Fear lock us out. But we have Ancora to protect. Okay. There's a chance that we go first. He's going to weaken my aura a lot, but he doesn't have a speed aura. And if I can block revive on Marius, it's GG's. So he's more afraid of lockout than he is of block revive, which may be to my advantage. And he has Siphi, so I don't have to worry about activating the Queen of Hearts. Siphi goes first. Queen of Hearts is speed tuned, but the rest of them aren't. Oh, she's not speed tuned. All right, so let's see. 1, 2. We have 2 shield buffs. This is 4. Queen of Hearts cuts in. That's fine. Oh, the enfeeble. Ow. GG's. Oh, wait. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, no! Is this a DPS Tormund? Guess we'll find out. Oh, oh no, Siphi, don't do it! Oh, wait, she didn't do it. That doesn't really matter. Our Arbiter's dead. I have to risk it here. Fuck. Oh, we love Siphi. It's a DPS Tormund. Damn. Damn. Alright. Tormund can win it. Yeah. He did a lot. I mean, I guess it's a 6-star Awakened Tormund, so that should have told me. But also, the turn order there was really weird, right? We were kind of like trading back and forth, and I thought it was going to be more, I thought it was going to be more consistent, so that kind of threw me off. Because it's like, he went first, and then I cut in, and then he cut in, and then I cut in, and it's just... The ally attack killing Rhodos was not expected, I'm not going to lie to you. Because he has 6-star Ward of the Fallen. So I'm guessing he targeted Rhodos. So Queen of Hearts popped it first, and then Siphi would have hit him. That's 2 stacks off. And then Tormund would hit him, and then Marius finished him off. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. I keep underestimating these ally attacks with Marius and company. It's... And the DPS Tormund is just brutal. Okay. So yeah, I should have picked Armand's though in that case, just to force him to not have it. So mistakes were made on that one. I'll own up to that. Lots of gotcha games, but none compared to Raid. I've only played one, and I do enjoy it. We're gonna hide the DPS. Permadeath and you have to resummon? Oh, they're going full Fire Emblem. That's interesting. Okay, that's fine. So right now, I'm calling his bluff that he is going to be speed tuned with anyone after the Siffy. That's what we're doing right here. Because obviously we're banning the Armands. He has Siffy. That's great. He has 2 DPS, so he could pick another speed booster support. So I'm being vulnerable here. But we're also threatening the block revive against the Wukong. And then the Harima counters the Rotos. So that's why if I can get away with it, I prefer to hide my DPS just so I know what their plan is and I can react accordingly. So we've countered both of their DPS. And then if he wants to get rid of Mesmo, cool, then I have Fabian. And then it's a speed race. And I'm betting that he does not have another speed booster to compensate after Siffy. But that would be the pick. Okay. Lockout versus lockout, fair enough. He's gonna ban oh, Galathier. Get Mesmo to 60. Is it bugging you? Is it bugging you? She's really close. I just need more masteries. Okay, we get locked out here. I was really hoping we'd cut. Oh! We don't get locked out. 3% resist. That's nuts. Oh, that's gotta suck, dude. That's tough. Arima sleep. Yep. I don't know who he kills here, to be honest with you. He could kill Fabian. He could kill Mazamel, but she'll pop back up. Okay. I guess, yeah, there's no one to revive for the time being. How? Wukong. Oh no, she's gonna sleep Mazamel. Boy, do we love Siffy, boys. We love Siffy. Ow. Bastard. She's not strong enough to kill him. Oh, never mind. She is. Turn meter's too low. She can sleep Arbiter, but she can't sleep anyone else. Rotos is gonna kill Mazamel. With the, oh no, he's gonna kill Arbiter. What am I saying? Ah, I was hoping he doesn't get an extra turn. Damn. Why doesn't my Rotos do this? See, my Rotos never, he never gets the extra turn when I need it. And the True Fear is not gonna proc. Oh, we didn't get stunned, but we do get slept. Alright, GG's. Oh, whoa, whoa. Wait. Wait. Oh. No, this doesn't help. Okay, yeah, I mean, the Warlord pick is the way to go. Oh, okay. In gold 4, every Rotos gets 10 turns in a row. I guess you were talking like Merciless. I mean, he picked the perfect champion to screw me up there. So Warlord, like the Siffy was already faster than my Arbiter. And if I let him have Armands, that's even more of a death sentence. So I had to risk it there. I was really praying for the Supersonic on Fabian to help me cut in. I mean, we got it. We got lucky by default there. Oh, this is a bot. Okay. We got lucky just because we somehow resisted the Warlord, which is insane. We need some bait here. Let's let the bot ban our Genbo here. I in my defense, Mezamel, she does have Helm Smasher now. So she's one level away. She's one level away from being max level, but she does have basically full masteries. I need like the T5s, the 2 remaining T5s. I think I'm going Kill Streak and a Cycle of Revenge. So soon TM, she will be 60. Oh, that would be interesting. Well, I mean, my name kind of gives it away, though. No, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I looking for? Bombs. Where is he? Nishak. There you are. That would be funny, though, to pick like a sniper profile picture, troll some people. Oh, I should have banned Crixia so I could not weak hit on the bombs. Oh well, it's fine. I didn't even realize that like all of the DPS are magic. In before quadruple weak hit, a weak or triple weak hit. Civi's A1's the dumbest thing in the game. Agreed. All right, 4 wins. Versus 5. Oh, no, you can see it. It's 4 wins. All right. It's a freebie. We'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah, dude, I don't know what it is. It's like... So, when I'm going against a Siphi, I get bodied by the A1. But when I'm using her, it's like they always have block debuffs, and it doesn't matter. So, I don't know what I'm doing wrong in my draft that I just am not in that situation when I go against Siphis. Speak of the devil. Is Tarshan a Trashon? I think he's okay. That's a scary start. Okay, so right here, this is where I concede the speed race. Because we're going to lose the speed race. No matter what I do here. The Siphi is faster than me, probably. And there's an Odin to speed her up if need be. I'm going to pick the Armons just to take it away and hopefully take the ban. We're not going to use Fabian. Unfortunately, I had to float Rotos here. Ah, that's his plan. Okay. He might ban Rotos here, so I need another way to ignore Unkillable. Which I don't have. I could remove it. Could be protection set. The thing is, if he's smart, yeah, he's in. Okay. So, like, this is a tell, right? He's like, all right, you're trying to counter me, and so I'm going to go full out speed so that I can do this bullshit team here. And which means he's probably going to ban the Rotos. So, realistically, what I could do here to disrupt this is get rid of her. I'm not afraid of Sir Nick. And then what? Like, he can be unkillable for a little bit? Cool. And then he'll get a lot of turns, though, but he's not going to stay permanently unkillable. The increased accuracy on Odin is bad, but eventually we'll get a turn. Unless this is like the most cracked out Sir Nick ever. Oh. Or he's slower. Well, that's awkward. Okay, everyone took a turn. I hope I didn't miscount. Okay, I didn't. GG's. Dude, I assume everyone's faster, man, because like 95% of the time I lose speed races. That's crazy. Odin Aura, 6-star intimidating presence, and I still went first. That's bad. Like, that's really, really bad, guys. Like, I'm not even trying to like shit on the dude. That's terrible. He's really slow. If 40% isn't enough, then whew. As OP as the wand is, it does help against iffy A1. Oh yeah, that makes sense. If I had one, I would definitely use it. Ooh, this is nice. Okay. Definitely holding on to that. It's like the first good piece I've gotten from this set. Oh, this is Chaos Ore. Literally, at this point, I save all of my 5-star epic Chaos Ore that I get from like Curse City and wherever else for these chests from Live Arena. So, because there's not just, you know, it's not worth it to roll up normal gear, right, to reroll. But these super niche sets, I don't mind it. That is a really good shield, though. Alright, that's win number 5. We're one away. We are one away. However, what are the odds that we win 3 in a row? I don't know. The last time we won two in a row, we got absolutely bodied. What is this avatar? Who is that? I've never seen that before. All right, we're trying to win, like actually trying to win here. So let's go with the Armons here. Get the ban out of the way. We'll float the Fabian. Let him have it if he wants it. Arbe's Wukong. Interesting. Okay. This is giving me bombs. Or it's, how do people say it? It's giving bombs. It's giving bombs. I don't think he's going to whip out a Marichki here, so we're going to go Gizmak. And then I actually want to double down on the speed here. No, let's go Siffy. Yeah. I'm expecting that our base is the fastest champion. He has 2 DPS, so he could pick another speed champion here. This is a lion? That looks like a monkey. Oh, you're saying the best one is the lion from Siege. I see. What the hell? I don't remember what this guy does. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think he has a stun somewhere in his kit, and there's only one Skinwalker, so I'm not as afraid. We have to get rid of the speed lead here, or the speed booster. We lose the Armons as expected. Cracking Roots Siegfried, so he is preparing for war with Stoneskin. If we go first, we should be good, but I honestly don't remember what Bolin or whatever his name is does. I know there's a stun. He has like a 2-turn stun somewhere, or like decreased defense and stun. Something like that. Ooh, supersonic. We'll risk it. This is irrelevant. Now we have to kill Siegfried on the first hit or we lose. There we go. GG's. Hooray! We did it! Mission complete! Awesome. So we need to buy 6 souls from the merchant. So we were just going to waste some essence. Feels good. Strips and stuns. Oh, actually, yeah. Let me go look at it. I don't remember what he does. Is it strip and stun? I thought it was decrease defense and stun. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, strip and stun with one ally. Okay. Where's the decrease? Oh, decrease defense is on a separate ability. Okay. I had the right abilities. I just put them in the wrong order. Okay. That's a weird pick. I don't know about that one. No one knows. Yeah, I guess. I'm just like, I'm not really afraid of it because I'm like, I know our base is the speed champion, and if I get rid of her, he has to ban Armands, and it's kind of GG. My Arbiter goes first. But I'm just like, oh. Am I missing something with this dude? Maybe that's, you know, the best champion he has. Okay, these do expire in 24 hours. Okay, cool. So we're gonna use these guys. Oh, wait, no. Getting distracted. Soul Merchant. All right, we're just gonna waste some essence. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, I could use the Elika Soul. 5. I have a higher tier of Soul of Seer. All right, mission complete. Then we need to do Hydra, which you're obviously not going to do normally. So, hard team, quick battle, go! $200 mil, and we're good. Good. 200 mil, full turns, keep. Boom. All right, cool. 3 missions down. So now we can start on the long grind of the essence. I'm anticipating this is going to take like a week or 2. Oh, sorry, I'm blocking it. This mission here. 40 Immortal Soul Essence from Iron Twins. I think it's going to take a week or so, or 2, depending on luck. But after that... This is... No, I can always do this. That's fine. This is done. That I can do. This is going to take a few days, maybe a week tops. So we're at the minimum 3 weeks out from Marius. This is done. 250. I can do that. We can do this. We can do that. It took you 2 weeks? Okay, good to know. I have this ready. I can run Hydra whenever. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And this is going to take a month. So what did I say? 2 weeks, 1 week, 4 weeks here. So 7 weeks total. This is done. This can be done. This is the next hurdle for sure. So we're going to have to do another big, maybe 1 or 2 mega sessions to get this one done. But, you know, that's within a week, realistically speaking. This is done, or this can be done. This is already done. I can do that anytime. This is like 1 spider tournament. I can do this. And this is already done. Then we're done. Yeah, it's close, guys. He's somewhere between 2 and 3 months away, depending on RNG. 2 months would be like, I'm like on top of it and grinding hard. 3 months would be time gates kind of screw me over. Oops, not Hydra. This man hates stone skins. You would be correct. I do. I think stone skin is a cancer in the game. Absolutely. You need to fuse Rousing for Ramontu? I mean, he's a good champion. I don't use him as much as I'd like to, but I think he's good. Cool. So now the pressure's off. Now we can just have fun. I was technically speaking in tryhard mode there just to make sure we can get the 6 wins. Fabian Siffy? Okay. Dude, if this guy whips out like what's his name? Hosan Cleth or whatever. Alright, so we're gonna have to counter with the Armands here. And now we actually do have block D. You know what it is? Actually, I was talking about earlier about the Siffy. Is that Most of the time, the Siphi sleeps my Galathir, and so he never gets the chance to put the block debuffs up, and then she just goes in a sleep cycle, and we just kind of get taken down. Ooh. Carnage. Okay, Carnage, 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 and a Marius. I think we're already kind of screwed on this one. He has a better aura. He doesn't have intimidating presence. He has to ban Armon, so we keep Arbiter. So there is technically a chance I could go first. I'm definitely getting rid of the Fabian here, unless actually. Yes. Yeah, I have to get rid of Fabian. There's a risk here of running Harima and Rhodos, is that if he locks out, or if he spreads debuffs from Harima to Rhodos, then we're kind of screwed. He can pick a really powerful support here. I don't think we win this one. Damn. Oh! Okay, so he thinks he's faster. Which might be true. That's bold, but we'll see. We'll see if he made the right call here. Does he go first or do I go first? Or he's just sitting in Stoneskin with his entire team. He made the right call. Unless Supersonic? Supersonic! Damn. Rip. Resurgent! Help! Of course not. Insult to injury, Siphi laps me and sleeps. Arbiter. And then Harima's at risk of, yeah, block actives, block passives, GG's. Oh, he's... Wait, what? What? Huh? What? What is he doing? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I wouldn't have done that. That's confidence to just go in there. I could have had reaction or something. I would have gone with the block passive, block actives on Harima, spread it around, that way we're locked out anyways. But okay. Outsped. It happens. Siphi Marius. Okay. I'm not going to do that. That would be funny though. Siegfried cracking roots? What about him? Oh, you mean the one from like a few fights ago, or what are you referring to? Okay. Six-star polymorph, so we probably don't want to run. So there's two ways to go about this. I have as of right now, I have intimidating presence, so my aura is a bit stronger. He could get rid of Arbiter, I guess, and go first with Siphi. But then I get rid of Armand, so he's probably not speed tuned, but he could be speed tuned with whoever this person is, just like last time with the Warlord. Or he's afraid of the block revive, because that's deadly. Yeah, I don't know. Because if I go first, I can just kill Marius, and then I can have Nice as a backup. Well, or I guess he might be just afraid of Nice in general. I think this makes more sense. Even if he goes first, I mean, there's a chance that he can go first. Marius kills Nice and Mesmel, and then Nice swaps forms and he dies, and then we just get one shot by Wukong. That's a possibility. But I'm trying to draw his attention away from banning Arbiter. Interesting, Anithwi. Okay, I didn't think he's going to go triple DPS. This reeks of Stone Skin. This reeks of Stone Skin. But now we have potentially the better aura. Okay, he's afraid of nice. Good. This changes things though, unfortunately. Because now I have to kill an Ethwe. Because he could just A1 Marichka. Ooh. Well, that's scary. Alright, let's get rid of him. We have 2 turns to deal with the other 2. She can sleep. No one. And I can petrify. Ow! Oh my god! Marius, chill, brother. Oh crap, I forgot about her freaking 6-star polymorph. Alright, Mezzo's dead. Mezzo's dead. Okay. It's like, what's he doing? What's he waiting for? I'd really love to cut in here, but Marius is faster, which means both of these guys are dead again. Oh, he has this thing up. Wait, what? Did he get a decreased cooldown? What happened there? Oh, we lost. Rip. Okay. Did they all get 2 turns? They got 1 turn. How'd they have their abilities back? Okay, alright, whatever. Okay, super strong Marius. Against weak targets. Fair enough. Darn. Yeah, because like I said, my original plan there was to kill Marius so that didn't happen, but Anithwi could easily A1 Mesomelon, and Revive on Death wouldn't mean anything. Let's change it up here. Let's grab the Siphi. Float the Arbiter, float the Armons, and float the Fabian. Let's see what this guy's gonna do. Okay. Jesus Christ. Six-star polymorph twice. All right. Yeah. This is what happens when people say that people don't run polymorph anymore because of pinpoint. It's like, yeah, it takes a while for that to work its way down to the normal lands. There are tons of people who are just like, nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna run polymorph on everybody. 3 6-star polymorphs. Why am I against this guy? I guess 46 versus 43. Bro, you need to step it up, my dude. Why are you down here with me? Okay. He's stolen Korra from me, which is annoying. No. We run Giz. That's risky. That's risky. Armons. He has 2 DPS. But we'll risk it. He could pick UDK. And if he does, then so be it. I don't think he will, though. I think he has something better. This is like a Warlord Odin. Yeah, that's what I. Oh, I guess that's kind of even worse than UDK with the taunt. Okay. Ah, damn it. He got rid of the Rhodos. I wanted the Siphi Rhodos combo for this fight. Damn. There's no way to win. He has Stone Skin on nice. Yeah. I mean, there's too much polymorph for me to risk running a bomb. Oh no, he doesn't have. Whoa. What? That's nuts. I have to risk it. Wow, that is a tanky Taurus. That's crazy. He survived with a shield. With his passive being ignored. Dude, we're so screwed. I've never failed to kill a Taurus with the Narcissus before. With the shield up, no less. Alright, let's get sheep tier. Yep. I'm free. I don't have Encore, so this is not an extra turn. This doesn't matter. I can, or wait. I think this does matter. Because it's a double hitter, right? Yeah. Okay. He's dead. Pause. Pause. Take you out for a bit. Fine. We'll take that. She can revive. But I have more turn meter. I need my A2 back and I don't have it. I think Nice might cut in here. If we kill him, yeah, if we don't kill him, we lose. Okay. Well, he has one of his abilities. I don't know which one. I don't know if that was the right move. A1. A1 here. Oh no, he didn't go for the kill shot. Oh no, Taurus cuts in. RIP. Damn, GG's. If I had one more turn, there was a chance. Like, if I could stun them, everyone has a shield, Narcissus had his ability up, there was a sliver of a chance I could win that. Oh well. That was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, so I will take that. I thought that was an automatic loss based on the draft. I survived a lot longer than I expected to. Okay. He gave me hope. But the Taurus surviving the Narcissus nuke, that took me by surprise. I thought that was like a easy kill. Okay, another bot. Did I lose that many times in a row? Okay, definitely bot draft time, that's for sure. I swear, I don't know why. They just love cloning the most like broken accounts you'll ever see. Like, why can't they like make a copy of some like super noob? Like the picks will stop to make sense after like the first two, but it's like, why'd you have to clone the dude with the 6-star Mikage, bro? I don't want to deal with that. What the? Lazarius and Teox. Brother. That's crazy. It's like, even though I know it's a bot, I'm like secretly like anticipating that it's not, but like I put up the Wukong for the bait, and then we have Armands for insurance. But it's just like, even though I don't think anyone's actually gonna do it, I'm like still afraid that it's like, haha, I'm actually real, XD. I hope this strips. Okay, perfect. Cool. Alright. Moving on. I don't get to use Gizmac that much, unfortunately. There's a lot of Marichkas in the game, and then obviously there's a lot of Polymorph. Ooh. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm actually close to 500. Never mind. I thought this was a bad matchup, but it's pretty close. Alright, what are we doing now? Yeah, Siphi. We're starting with Siphi. For the next bit. Oh, what I was gonna say earlier was like, I know it doesn't matter because like every fight is different, but like in my mind it's like, oh, I've been running the same thing for a while and it hasn't been working, so let me change it up, even though it's like, it might have worked on the next person, you know? Ooh, okay. I think we're gonna change it up here. We're gonna run the Galathir and the Armons. I want him to ban Armons. That way I can keep Siphi. Okay. Dangerous, but we'll see. This smells like Stone Skin as well. Ankor is definitely in Stone Skin. Arbiter gets the ban. He still has a 3-star Intimidating Presence. This needs to be a speed booster unless he's conceding the speed race. Otherwise he's boxed in. 6-star Polymorph on Siegfried, so that's not... He probably has a wand too. I don't see why not. Marichka, yep, okay. That's actually better for me. Yep. I like when people pick Marichka because they think it's like the kind of like the GG condition. Haha, you can't kill my entire team. But the thing is, Marichka, when she's the last person alive, I'm in full control of the fight. Because then it's like, all right, when do I want to kill her? And I can make sure I do it at the right time. Stone Skin, Stone Skin. Okay, cool. We have Siphi alive, so we'll risk it here. And if we just don't strip the Stone Skin, then feels bad. Okay. Can't kill Siegfried. But we can do this. Hopefully we provoke. Perfect. And now he can't do anything. Oh. Right. Sleep. Wait, why did I steal the Stone Skin from Marichka? Does he? I guess he doesn't have resistance on her. Okay. And now we stall. We have our stun ready to go. We just wait. We wait it out. A1. Please get freed. Alright, Wukong is ready to go. We haven't used anything, or he has his A2. She should live. Never mind. Oh, she has increased defense. That's fine. Galathir's ready to go. Locked out. He can kill Wukong, I guess. Harima can't die. But he could do that. Counterattack does nothing. She's locked out. She can't do anything about it. You know what? Let's go full GG mode. Increase attack Wukong. She can't do anything. Reset won't matter. I can kill Narcisse. There's no reaction. GG's. Sweet. Yeah, that's a perfect example of why I like when people pick Marichka. She can save you. She absolutely can. But it's so easy to just stall and wait her out. Because she can't do anything on her own. She has to die to do something. And it's very, very, very easy to take advantage of that fact. I don't know if I'm going to commit to all 3 of these next refills, but we'll kind of see. We'll play it by ear. Alright, what's your plan, sir? Siphi. Smart. In that case, we'll counter with the double speed aura. Lock that in. Float the Armands. He could take it. Yep. Taurus. Okay. We have an opportunity here to go nice, depending on what he does. As long as there's no Marius. Because Taurus can't one-shot him. He could also go Marichka here, but I doubt that. We're banning Armand as it stands right now. Ooh, Gizmak and Lazarius. We might just die because he goes first here. I don't see a world where he doesn't ban Arbiter here, based on the draft. He has 2 DPS, so this could be this is probably a speed support Lazarius. I don't think it matters who I pick here, unfortunately. I have to ban this. Sify goes first. She's weakening my aura regardless, but you ban Arbiter here. And you take your chances. No, he banned Narcisse. That's weird. That's very weird. He has a bunch of magic champions anyway, so the odds of Fabian doing anything here is very, very low. The only chance I have is if we supersonic cut in on Sify. But even then, Gizmak can just change forms. So most likely we die here, no matter what. And I don't have Sify to place block debuffs. Okay, Lazarius is slow. Maybe this is a damage Lazarius. We might actually cut in here. Might. We do cut in here. Protection on everyone. Okay, we just get the burn off for now. Sify took her turn, so we can kill her. She's gone. Can do this. No Lazarius. Rip. Everyone's dead. Okay, we have one chance here, and that it. No, he actually. Or whose extra turn goes first? Mine or his? Mine. We still lose though. I can't one-shot a Taurus from full HP. And then he can just unlock me. The triple burn there was really, really unfortunate. Yeah, I didn't even do half of his health. And he could just stun me here for 2 turns and it's over. Unless he's dumb. Okay, that's weird. Why? What? Sir? Okay. Alright. He threw. He literally threw. All he had to do was stun me for 2 turns and it was over. Alright. We take those. I don't even know what to say. Oh no. No. Oh no, we won too many in a row. Oh good god. Okay. Oh jeez. All right, place your bets. How many mythicals out of 5? I'm thinking 3. No, maybe that was too low. 4-star empowered Galathier. Not even 6-star, brother. Not even 6-star. Get good, bro. I'm trying to force out a Marichka if possible, but that's about it. Full team, that's your bet. 5 mythicals. We'll see. Maybe I made him think a little bit here. I think his first 2 picks were on autopilot for sure. Can't speak English. So dumbfounded by this matchup. Oh, he has the aura from the Hero's Path. Or aura, the avatar frame. I don't like that one. I'm still waiting for like an avatar frame that I really like that's being offered up for free, for access. Ooh. Okay, so you went Marius. All right, so it could still be 3 mythicals, guys. It could still be. He doesn't have a speed aura, which is odd. So in this case, I don't think we have a choice. I have to go. Let's just go full bomb. Fabian lock? Nah, there's no point. Like there's 2 magic affinity champions that can just change forms. Like if I lock out Commodus and I locked out Nice, they just change forms. And they can take over from there. What's up, Darkness? How's it going, man? Oh, I forgot Lenny Kimmy activates Marius. Oh no! Oh crap. Hegemon. That's smart too. He has no speed aura, but I think he's just, I mean, the +4 Galathir, there's no way I'm faster than that, right? I screwed myself actually with the Lady Kimmy pick. I forgot about Marius' passive. Unless he doesn't have a buff. There's a chance. Okay, he didn't have a buff. Pause. Okay. Did we win? Did we beat? No! Oh! No! Oh, we were so close. Damn, dude. Sliver of health. Rip. If he was +3 empowered, we would have won that fight. Oh well. That was, damn. That was so close. Oh, he gave me so much hope there. The fact that we didn't get polymorphed on the Commodus. Damn, I wanted that one. That was closer than I thought. I really, that's a bummer. I forgot to spend my things here. What was I working on? Yeah, speed and Hydra. Or speed and Hydra, or should more? I still intend to at least max out speed in Hydra. I don't know if I'm gonna go for the stat stuff. I don't even know if I want to finish accuracy. I'm not worrying about faction wars. If anyone's curious, I know it's cheap, but I don't think I need the stats. But we'll see. Could be wrong. I think I'll just focus on what I'm focusing on. Whew. I don't think I'll ever get that close to beating a Kraken ever again. That's so sad. Bombs for the win though, almost. And what's annoying there is like that's one of those instances where you know, people will say, oh, sets over stats when you're in the end game, right? Because I rebuilt Gaius into pinpoint, as you saw. But he's slower. And as you saw right there, he didn't get a turn. Like if I'd cut in on the Galathir, there's a chance that maybe I could have like popped the bombs on Marius or Commodus or whoever and changed the outcome there, you know? I'd probably pop it on. Actually, I don't know if it would have mattered. But man, a sliver of health. That's so sad. Okay, he led with that. So in this case, we're gonna fight the speed race. We're gonna snag the Siffy and the Arbiter. Floating Fabian. But with this double combo, I'm less worried about a Fabian. I'm more willing to go against one. And then I could always go Incora. Your message came later as Rotos for the stars. Oh, I see. Oh, Fabian locked him so he couldn't do anything. Okay. I gotcha. Then that just means I am a genius. And I didn't even realize it. This could be a very fast Mikage, so I'm being a little bit more protective here. Polymorph, no temporal chains. 6-star, what's her name, Garrel? Oh crap, I didn't pick a speed aura. Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't have... I don't know if you guys are in the same situation as me, but like my only like speed aura nuker is like Wukong, and then I guess Carnage, but I don't like his build right now, so I don't really use him that much. So we might have actually conceded the speed race here inadvertently. Unless my auraless Siffy is faster than his aura-led Mikage. Unlikely. Nope. That Warlord is... It doesn't matter, she's gonna push my turn meter back. Resist! Oh, sweet. Yo, chill! What in the deterrence? Alright, let's get rid of this dude. Change forms and... Oh. Okay. Do I have enough firepower? We'll find out. Yay! We do. Sweet. Alright, only a matter of time. Actually, never mind. It's not a matter of time. Let's force it. She's in the alt form, so she doesn't have the cleansing passive. So we can at least remove the unkillable. It doesn't matter if we don't block actives. And we did anyways. Sweet. Dead. GG's. Congrats on, or GG. Good game on the Junior Legends. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've been tracking it for a while, and I knew we're getting closer and closer and closer, and Morrigan from the last 2x Ancients and Fabian put us at the limit, so that was pretty cool. Cool video, at least in my opinion. I'm biased. That's yeah, that was surprising. His team wasn't speed tuned there. You gotta speed tune your teams, or I guess no. He had low accuracy on his Mikage, so he didn't stun Galathyr or Siffy, and he didn't push the turn meters back. If he pushed the turn meter back, then Warlord might have had a chance. How did I get so many mythicals as a free to play? That's good old RNGesus. There is no other way. Unfortunately. YouTube message are coming a couple minutes late. I don't know why that is. It's on ultra high latency, so I'm not sure why that is. What's going on here? Oh, Siegfried. Eee. At least I thought it was on ultra low latency. I don't know. I can't change that now, unfortunately. triple speed aura. Ooh, interesting. Queen of Hearts makes sense, though. I'll give you that. Okay, he doesn't want to get locked out. Fair enough. Oh, I did pick 2 Spirit into a Siegfried. That was kind of dumb. This on your part? Oh, okay. Okay, I was like, I thought I fixed that last time. There was that was an issue before. That's why I'm questioning myself. Stone Skin, intercept, pinpoint. Okay, once again, 1-2 buffs. That is 6 buffs. We're not going to buff with her. We're going to sleep. What just happened? Wait. I saw polymorph. What? Did I resist it? What happened there? Who had polymorph? Queen of Hearts. There's no shot. Was that a 3%? That's got to be a 3%. There's no way I resist polymorph on the Wukong. Okay. I don't know why you left. It wasn't over. I did steal the Stone Skin, though. Like, he still could have killed somebody and done something. I mean, I killed Harima, but I think he still had a chance. Oh well. We don't complain. Free dubs. I'm surprised there, though. He was more afraid of Mezimel, or he was more afraid of Fabian than Mezimel there. I'm surprised by that. Especially because he had 2 champions in Stone Skin. I would think that you'd kind of trust Stone Skin if you're using it. But yeah, like I said, guys, as much as possible, I Mezimel all the way. I'm a huge fanboy. I'm all in. If he's picking Mikage Arbiter, then I guess we have to go with the Armon's Galathier. No Fabian this fight. Phantom Touch Mikage. That looks like a PvE build. Is this cranked at? Yeah, it is. Okay. Georgid and an Odin. I guess he can run this as a dual DPS. Which means he could pick UDK, but I don't think he will. So we're going to call his bluff and assume he's not picking UDK as the last pick. Marius. Cool. Oh my god, what is in my eye? Galathier. Okay. So the thing is here, the aura only affects these two, not Mikage. So there's a decent chance that we're still faster with the Siffy, because we actually have a speed aura. Or it could just be a super fast Odin. That's a possibility as well. Okay. Super fast. Oh, super fast Mikage. Slow Odin. Okay. Stunned. Hopefully we have resistance enough on Siffy. We do not. We're stunned. And we're dead. Okay. Okay. Outsped. He took Arbiter, so it was a risk. Siffy too slow. Feels bad. Too slow / maybe not enough resistance. Pick your poison. Alrighty. Moving on. Oh, that was fast. I'm still happy. I think this session's been pretty darn good, so I'm not gonna complain at all here. You got the worst relic from last live arena session? Or wait, season? What'd you get? Shuzen Marius. Okay. I guess we have to go Armons then. Because I cannot let... look, I've said it so many times in the past, but Shuzen Armons is my least favorite combination in the game. So I can't let people get that. Oh, you got the axe? I don't remember what that does. Okay, so he's banning Siffy. That's a tell. Only usable for Hydra. Oh yeah, the one that like counters like Serpent's Will or whatever. Yeah, it's something like that. Okay, so he can contest the speed race. I think we lose this no matter what. He bans Siffy here. No, he bans the Gizmac. Interesting. Okay. I have the better aura. I have the better blessing. So speed versus speed. He's in Stone Skin though. But if my Armons gets a turn, I can take care of someone. Okay, Lysandra wins. And we die. Awesome. Okay. Alright. Outsped. For each neck exposed, you gain more damage on a single hit. That's pretty bad. That would make sense with the old Hydra, not with the current Hydra. Did we face this guy? I think I faced this guy before. The name looks familiar. Crushing Rain Harima with the Duchess. It's not ringing any bells. Yeah, the Coronet. Yeah, of course. Yep. Oh! This dude! Yes! This is the guy who gave up after I killed his Harima. Has he learned his lesson? Is he afraid of the Mesamel now? This time I could just ban the Queen of Hearts. Based on the draft. Because there's no turn meter fill. And he has to ban the Armons, which means I get Arbiter into Siffy. He can't win this one. Well, it is unlikely that he wins this one. Let me rephrase. Okay. Harima down. And we wait. Oof. Okay, that hurt. I kind of wish that Siegfried had killed Arbiter, to be honest with you. I think we're... Oh, he revived the wrong person. We lose. Unfortunate. Damn. Unfortunate. I guess the best way to counter Mesamel is, yeah, I have a bunch of have 3 DPS because I'm single target, right? Not the best way to counter her, but a way to counter her. Ah, we've earned ourselves another bot. Use it as a small stat boost. I don't know. I don't like the idea of just like sticking a relic on someone just for the sake of the stats. I want the effect to do something. But I guess that works. I mean, it's like a legendary one, right? So stats are, or I guess it starts at a higher tier. Hey. Wait a second. That's not the same name as last time, but these are the same champions as last time. We're recycling bots. What was it it was... I don't remember what the other 3 were. It was, was it Queen of Hearts and... Oh, yeah. Lady Noelle and, Teox. And then the last one was... I forgot who. That's so funny. That's the exact same bot as before. Same bot with a different name. Alright, let's see if we can have some fun with our Merciless set here. Ooh, unlucky. So if this is a bot, that would mean that she's gonna ally attack here. Protection set. Oh, definitely PvE. And that means, who's next? Odin's next. Alright, he's gonna do his AoE. Which doesn't matter for Rotos. Lazarius is then gonna do the turn meter fill thing. Whoa, what the hell? Yeah, I mean, it's a bot. I'm just messing around. Like, I don't expect to actually lose this fight. Like, he can AoE here, but it doesn't matter. Or shouldn't matter, I should say. He probably kills someone, though. Or all of them. Oh shit, are we about to lose to a bot? This is awkward. Ooh, the weak hit. I didn't know wait, he gets a veil after using that ability? Or is this from Lazarius? Oh! Mikage extended the veil. We weak hit, we lose. Okay. Yeah, I forgot she extended the veil. I thought I was just gonna be able to kill him afterward. Eee, Monk S. Okay. Too greedy. Almost lost. Jessica. What an excellent clan name. I also forgot that they had 2 people in stone skin, so we kind of got unlucky on that front. Okay. This is a good potential fight for Fabian, but we need to see. What's your plan? Or is he like me? Does he hide the DPS? I don't think he is. Surely you have a plan if you're first picking Armons. Right? Lady Noel Fabian. Okay, so Fabian's out. Unfortunate. Please don't tell me this dude's about to go Sir Nick on me, bruh. So now we put the pressure on her of like, whoever you pick here, if they're weak and squishy, then there's the threat of block revive, or he has to ban Arbiter to try and fight me for speed. And then I get to keep the Siphi and the Galather. I would say majority of the time, if I'm trying to win the fight, I'm trying to win it in the drafting phase. There is a world where he goes first, but I hope that I mean, even if he does, he could freeze. I mean, I guess Fabian could be. This could be a really, really fast Fabian. It's possible. Unlikely, but it is possible. Never mind. Okay. Ward of the Fallen protects us from the extra turn. We get frozen. Or does she go for the... What does she do here, actually? I guess she might as well go for the freeze. Although I would take less damage from Wukong. We found some pinpoint boots to get Fabian to 4-star or 4-piece. Nice. Oh, he didn't lock out Siphi. Okay. Protection set on Rhodos. Perfect. That's all I needed. Let's just reset his turn meter. He can't do anything. She has her revive. He wastes... No, he just A1s. I think. Yeah. One turn. This is turn 2. Is he going to revive here? Yes. Then it's already GG at this point. I don't want to use this, but... Alright, so you're gone. You're gone. And he can't... We're safe from Petrify? Yep. GG's. You should leave, sir. You've already lost. Okay, I was like, we can play this out, but like you've already, it's over. You've already lost. Save the time. Save yourself the time. It's not even about me. It's like save yourself the time. You're just, game's already over. Ooh, a Kale portrait. I respect it. OG. Russian character 13. So why did he lose that one? He lost that one because of the high resistance. And people say that resistance meta's dead. Get that bot out of here. Okay, here we go. Odin. All right, I'm officially scared. Oh, you know what? Someone mentioned to me the other day, or I saw in maybe a comment somewhere, but they're like, Queen of Hearts is a good counter to Odin, and I didn't even think about that. But like, you know, you steal a buff, or you spread a bunch of buffs to everyone, and then this is like Queen Hearts just goes like automatically. It's like, obviously you have to live that long, but like that's a really good like hard counter to Odin. I didn't even think about it. Okay, so he's exposing himself for me to ban the Odin here because he looks like he's going a lot of Void champions. So we're once again going to threaten the block revive so that his Stone Skin champions cannot hide from yours truly. And then I think in this case, we're going to force his hand. Because he's going super serious, so we're going to react with serious. This is triple 6-star polymorph, so... Taurus, that's fine. Get rid of the Odin, or yeah, let's get rid of the Odin. That's the speed aura. He still has this, but there's no speed booster. There's probably a lot of Stone Skin here. It is Taurus and Marichka, which is a problem. Yep, we baited out the ban. So Quintus is dead. Unless he has reaction. Although I could have gone maybe not. Nice. Raid Stone Skin Legends. Nope, she survives. Good try though. I don't think he goes for the AoE. Oh. Ow! Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, we didn't really have a choice here. We lose no matter what. I was like hoping that maybe the Taurus wouldn't be able to one-shot us with the buffs up from Siphi, but okay. I didn't really expect to win that one. Alright, last refill for the day. I'm gonna save this one for like after reset, because I don't want to be here for another hour. So last 5 fights of the day, live arena mega session. It's probably the most fights I've done in one day, honestly. But it's a nice change of pace. And one of the things I wanted to take away from today's session was to kind of see what are the limits of Fabian. When is he good? When is he not good? How often do people actually ban him and whatnot? So just kind of seeing the vibe from enemies and whatnot. Ooh, excuse me. So some people are afraid of him, a lot of people aren't. Kind of what I'm... So I think he's less likely to get auto-banned compared to Armand's, obviously. But people are more afraid of nukers than they are of lockout. At least for the ones that I'm going against. So put it in perspective here. Maybe I'll just buy one energy refill after this, and then we'll try and get the masteries for the last set of masteries for or not the last set, but get Lore Steel for Fabian, increase the speed, and then maybe that will also get level 60 for Mezamel, and Lugate can sleep at night. Taking his precious time over here, sir. You gonna pick? Random, all right. Nell and UDK. Random it is. There's no way this is a bot. Not with the Taurus avatar. Oh, another thing, like a decent hard counter to Fabian is just UDK, right? Because your A2 is a single target attack. And if he's chilling under Stone Skin, your A3 doesn't remove it, which unlikely to do. You can't petrify and or fear anyone, so that's another way to counter Fabian. If you're so inclined. I don't think that... Maybe... Is this a bot? I don't think it is. I think we're like back and forth on the win rate here, so I don't think we lost 3 in a row. Unless I'm misremembering. It doesn't really matter. If he doesn't pick all 3 times, then it's just gonna toss the fight, so... He has no DPS aside from Nell at the moment. So maybe we don't need this. No, we do. Harima. Or do I want Kiss? Nah, let's go Harima. I guess we ban Freya here. I feel like he's gonna end up not picking a DPS though. It's randoming. I mean, Nell is a DPS, I guess, in the alt form. Oh, I should have picked Narcisse. There's a Krisk. What am I doing? Damn it. That would have been easy. Although, I guess Fabian would strip it off. Never mind. Duchess. I guess it is a bot. I feel like we fought one so recently that we don't... But we'll see if he bans Sify. Then we'll know for sure. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be an interesting test. I have not gotten to do this, but how strong is my Mezamel? We will find out in this moment. Can I kill 2 people with 1 A2? Actually, wait, how does Freya's passive work? Is it the highest attack? No, it's highest crit damage. Who has the highest crit damage? I honestly don't know who she's gonna protect. Actually, let's risk it. Wait, UDK had the high... Am I wrong? Is it highest crit damage? Or is it something else? Because we killed him. And he got the instant turn. I would have killed both of them. I always mix up her passive with someone else's. I don't remember which one she does. It's unfortunate though. Now we have to wait a bunch of turns waiting out the Duchess. In before DPS Krisk. At least we don't have to worry about the Veil. Oh, actually, I didn't even pay attention. I don't even know if we locked them out. I assume we did, but... Nice. Decrease speed. She A1s, then we're kind of in business. That's good to know, though. I had enough firepower to one-shot the UDK with Stone Skin. Maybe he doesn't have reaction. Could have gotten lucky there. But in a perfect world, I murdered the UDK and the Freya in one go. Can't use that. This doesn't do anything. So let's... How about we don't debuff ourselves? What am I doing? Oh. Yeah, decrease defense. Oh my goodness! Wow. This is barely gonna tickle. It's gonna kill UDK, but it's not gonna do much else. Is that a polymorph? Excuse you, Duchess? 1 hits or 2 hits? 1 hit. Good God. We love Mezumel. Just auto this. Hopefully she doesn't change forms. I guess it was a bot. Let me remind myself. Yeah, it's the highest crit damage. Okay, I guess, yeah, UDK had the highest crit damage amongst all the supports on the team. Okay. That is not what I thought. 4 fights to go. 4 fights to go. Okay, Siffy first pick is where we are at. It's been working, I think, for the most part. Armand's Marius. Fantastic. Mikage Carnage. Okay. I anticipate that the Mikage is faster. Than me. Especially when he bans Arbiter, unless... Ooh. That's very dangerous. Okay. Yep. We lose. Yeah, there's no way I'm faster than a Mikage and a Lamasu, or a turn meter fill on the Marius and we just die, or turn meter fill on the what's his name and we die and we get stunned here. Damn. All right. Okay. Quick fight, quick death. I really do wish that they will offer, like, I know they probably won't, but like I would prefer personally if the next event dungeon was bolster. Like, I'm pretty sure it's still going to be pinpoint, but I'd love for the next event dungeon to be bolster, because having it be in the Forge Pass is just criminal. Like, I don't mind it for the other sets where it's like Instinct, where it's like it's Savage and Speed, and it's like, okay, that's hybrid, but it's not like mandatory. You need to build everyone in it. Or the other two. Defiant, it's like, okay, super stalwart, it's like cool, but you don't really need it, but it is nice if you know, 2-piece set. But having super shield be locked behind a paywall is just disgusting in my opinion. This reeks of stone skin. Okay, Necret does nothing unless he plans to ban Mezumel. Lazarius is the one we have to worry about. And we can run Narcisse to counter the double counter for the shield, whoever he's protecting. We have a speed aura no matter what. He gets rid of Armands, we go first, and that means I can kill Harima. Or, well, let's see. It depends if and who has stone skin here. I expect Marius is some stone skin. Stone skin, stone skin, stone skin. Stone skin. Fantastic, guys. Love this game. Ooh. Okay, that's a very powerful Harima. Alright. Guess we lose. If I could cut in here, that would be fantastic, but we die. Alright. Super strong Harima. I guess I should have guessed from the 6-star awakening. Maybe I should have buffed increased crit damage. Maybe that might have pushed me a little bit higher. Maybe Helm Smasher didn't proc. I don't know. I'm not sure what it mattered though with the entire team in Stone Skin. Even if I had killed Harima, then Marius would still have done what he did there. I don't know what the point of the Necret was then. I mean, I guess you could say he kind of baited me in. But if your entire team is in Stone Skin, I don't like what's why are you protecting them? Especially like after I pick Mazamel, who ignores everything Necret does. I was waiting for someone to do this, to go like full out cancer with the Armands and the Fabian. That's fine. I have a plan for this. We go the Ancora route. So either we can reset with the Ancora, or she protects us from the fears, and then we have the Siphi as well that can protect us from the fears. Annoying, but tolerable. Temporal Chains. Yeah, Stone Skin and Bolster. Necret. Like, it makes kind of sense, but in that team, I'm just kind of like, but why though? I'm calling his bluff that his Nishak has enough damage to kill. Nice. Interesting. Get rid of nice. Cool. That means I have a chance to go first here, which gives me the advantage. Because now he cannot control Rotos at all, no matter what. Stone Skin? No, no Stone Skin. Cool. Well, Fabian's dead. Just in case. I don't want to hit reaction. Let's just get rid of... He doesn't have a reviver, so let's just get rid of that. Just in case. You can strip, doesn't matter. Not even enough. Actually, yeah, no, it's protected across everybody. Okay. GG, sir. This is the part where you leave. Weak hit? No, no weak hit. Okay. Okay, we'll take it. Last fight of the day. I think, what did I should have paid attention more. I think I started at like 490. So we're up like 50 points. That's pretty damn good. I think I had a pretty decent win rate today. I'd have to go back and watch the VOD to know what it is, because there's too many fights. Okay, Armands, fair enough. Let's go with this route. And if anyone's curious why I like to counter the Armands with the Siphi, it's like, or the Arbiter Siphi, is that it leaves me open to decide who the last support is. That way, like, I have double speed, no matter what. And then it's like, if he's going more like Torment stuff, then I lean more into the Siphi stuff. And if he's going other things, I can kind of focus. So it's just, it's a flexible pick, because Armands gets the ban no matter what. Okay, I'm not afraid of this. However, it would be a little bit silly to run Mazamel here, because Hefrock would murder us. This looks like a bomb situation here. Let's do... yeah, no. I need a champion who won't take... yeah, let's pick Narcissus. My plan here is to build, to add in Necret here. to protect Nishak, but I need someone who has high HP so that the shield goes to him. That way, whatever he does here, we're less susceptible, because he can go Tormund. Unless he just whips out a neck right here. I guess that's possible. Unlikely, but good. Fabian. Oh. Okay. I didn't expect a Volcanos. Interesting choice. Doesn't change anything though. He bans Arbiter here no matter what. We could be screwed by a fast Fabian. That is completely possible here. This could be a speed Fabian. Maybe not completely screwed. Oh no, he's afraid of Narcissus. Why is he afraid of Narcissus? There's no shields. That's weird. Okay. Not gonna think about it. I think that means that he just sealed his fate, though. There's no polymorph. I think. Yeah, there's no polymorph. This is Feral. Okay. Not a problem. Don't care about that. We can take the shield tanks. Oh, it's a Feral and Supersonic. Noted. So no matter what, his DPS are dead. So GG's. Do whatever you like. You've already lost. Cool. If that makes you feel better. Oh, this is 2 turnstone skin on the Hefrak. That's a very, very weak Volcanos. Oop. Doesn't matter. You die, GG's. I think he was kind of hoping that like Hefrak would just like wipe the team when whoever died first died, but there's no way, not with the shield set. Cool. Cool. We're getting closer to gold 4. 200 points away. 550 in the season. It's not bad. Sacred chart up for grabs. We'll take that. Alright, let's run a bit of campaign here. Yeah, that's a good day. I'll take it. Finally made. I mean, I've been slacking on Marius for honestly too long at this point, so like I'm gonna keep it a $150 here and just own up to that. I should be a lot further along than I am. So I have no excuses. Yes, there are 12. Okay. But yeah, it feels nice to make some demonstrative progress, because for a while I think I was stuck on the get mythical artifacts from dungeons, and then there was like no, not a month, but there was like 3 weeks of like champion training events back to back to back, and I just had to work on that because it was like the Titan event had this and the Fusion had this and all that. Like I spent so long just champion training, I just never got the mission done, and it set me back like basically a full month. And then during Fabian, of course, I got it done. All right, let's see. Is anybody streaming today? See if we can get a raid going here for the Twitch folks. None of my like standard folks are live at the moment. Let's see. Let's check out this dude here. I've not raided him before. Let's see what he's up to in the background. Oh, right. I did say I was going to run a little bit of Minotaur with a refill. Nice. We got pre-roll ads. I don't like when people have pre-roll ads. It's really annoying because even if like you just awkwardly you show up after the raid and then you can't say anything because you're in an ad. Like I purposefully set like, you know, I mean you kind of have to set ads just because of how Twitch works, but I purposefully set it so that it's like whatever I have to do to get pre-roll ads to not exist. That way if you show up you're not gonna get stuck in an ad as soon as you show up on the stream. But yeah, we'll burn one refill here. Alright, ads are done. Looks like this dude's a this dude's a Kraken, looks like. He's got 470,000 energy and 28,000 gems. That's crazy. Alright, well. Let's go see what he's all about. How about that? Maybe you'll get some like higher quality, higher end live arena. Alright, let's get that raid started. But yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out. Super fun day. I always forget to do this because I am totally a veteran streamer. But if you did not know, I am also a YouTube content creator for Raid. So if you do want to check out the channel, you can see that in the chat there. Oh, what's up, Pad? Unfortunately, you're joining right here at the end. But yeah. If you'd like to check it out, free to play endgame content showing you guys what is possible or what you can do in the endgame if you play long enough despite having not spent any money in the game. So if you want to check out the videos, no pressure, feel free to do so. And yeah, hope you enjoy them if you do. But yeah, sorry, Pad. Gonna have to catch us next week during the next stream, which is gonna be Saturday morning, just like always, 10 a.m. Pacific time. So hope to see you all there. So appreciate you all hanging out. Take care and have a good one.